Welcome back to Tales of Agius. But before we get to Tales of Agius, we have a new trailer for a new thing premiering on the channel today. That's right, everybody. We have a brand new channel launching, the Tales Guild, which is going to feature all of us wonderful people here. All future episodes of Tales of Agius will be over there, along with all of our other campaigns. Will be being posted over on those socials, so please go check out Tales Guild on YouTube. I believe our TikTok has also been updated, our Instagram, all of those have all been updated now, and it is where all future episodes of these shows will be going, along with some new shows coming soon, some new things, some returning things perhaps as well. Ooh, very exciting. I, for one, can say that there, in the next upcoming months, next couple months, will be two brand new projects starting, perhaps featuring some of the people here, perhaps some new people. Only time will tell. If a common theme between the two campaigns, whilst they are two separate things entirely, two separate universes, and two separate systems, the one thing that connects the two of them is the theme of stars. So you can, have that little thing for you before we get started today. But also, before we go live, we do have another announcement about something very important, very close to all of us, that I'm going to hand over to the wonderful Abigail.
Hello. So, as everyone knows, unfortunately, Los Angeles has been affected by some severe fires due to wind storms and lack of water in the area. And so we are wanting to fundraise for Habitat for Humanity. They are doing a campaign called Rebuild LA, where they help the Los Angeles fire survivors. So your contribution, I will be reading directly from their website, will help families provide essential goods, support those whose homes are uninhabitable, replace home furnishings, and offer assistance. So the goal is to help get everyone in LA to get that financial assistance and any of their missing essentials replaced, because what we will be doing as a state, I live in California, is we are going to rebuild LA better than ever before. And so this is just one of the many organizations that you can contribute to. We will have the link available in the Twitch chat. And so thank you so much. If you can't contribute, please share the link or share any other resources. There's lots of people around California that are doing trips within town. So if you live in California, most local businesses have something set up where they're filling up cars and trailers to get to Los Angeles and to go to those donation centers. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much. There will be a link going in the chat. I thought we had a command set up. The command does not seem to be working. So !LA should hopefully be working soon. I think we're going to hopefully get that set up whilst we are on stream. I'm just posting a message to our wonderful editors right now, just to let them know, see if they might be able to fix that for us. But do you have the link? Would you be able to pop that in chat?
Yeah, I'll put it in right now.
But hashtag !LA should hopefully work very, very soon. Abigail has just posted the link in chat. If you want to go check it out, please do. Please support this cause. It means a lot to all of us. We have a lot of wonderful friends who live in that area. It is very close to us, and we want to make sure that everyone is safe and that everyone is looked after. So yeah. With that, though, I think that is all of our announcements, unless anyone has anything else. We've talked about Tales Guild. We've talked about the LA fires. Jay, do you have something? You were making a face. You were making a face, Jay. I don't know. You just make a face sometimes. You just making a face. Tom, do you have a thing? You're pointing at yourself? No?
Yes.
Tom doesn't have a thing. Okay.
It's mostly for you, B. Just check this side chat real fast.
Check the set. Uh-oh. Have I missed something? What have I missed? Uh-oh. Yep. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, chat, you're about to hear something, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Now recording.
Oh.
Lissa, you didn't hear that. It's okay. We haven't started yet. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Uh, Lissa, you didn't hear that. Lissa, you did not hear that. It's fine. Anyway.
Hi, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Greg. Don't worry
My
about
voice.
it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But
Nothing
yeah,
happened.
with that, with that, then let's dive into episode 7 of Tales of Agius. So, last session, the party faced off against the wolf-like form, the lycanthrope transformed Frankie, who was under the effects of lycanthropy, and was not able to be brought under control via its normal means due to the fact that some manacles that are usually used to restrain him had been removed, unbeknownst to the rest of you. You were able to subdue him without killing him, and shortly after the encounter, you came into contact with their mother, who returned after being absent for a long time. Also a lycanthrope, seeming that it has perhaps been passed down through the family. And she seems to be the one that everyone has referred to as being this monster creature that appears in the night sometimes, this urban legend that has plagued Ambercrest for so long. During the battle, Sybil used a lot of their magical abilities, expending perhaps a little too much, falling unconscious. But was still safe, still okay. It was a little fun thing Abigail and I have put together for Sybil. It's great, it's so fun. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys had some good conversations with each other. Veldren had a conversation with Cell and found out that Cell actually had a scroll of, I believe it was Lesser Restoration. Yes,
It
Lesser
was
Restoration.
remove curse.
Remove curse. That was the one. I was like, I swear, yes, remove curse. That was the one. That she had a scroll of remove curse, and you made a deal with her, to take it off her hands to perhaps give it to, the young Frankie, in the morning. As the rest of you settled in to rest, you all had dreams. Sybil had a dream of a figure that they recognized, a starry figure with in a kind of starry space. They spoke to them about their magic and the gifts that they had given them, reminding them that they hadn't abandoned them, even though it had been so long since they've heard from them, and it being the reason that they hadn't heard from them for so long being due to their predicament that they had been in before making their journey. During this conversation, there was almost seemed like someone was trying to enter this vision. Sybil heard the sounds of her name being called from a distance, at the edge of the vision, banging on the side of something, almost like it was starting to crack, but the vision ended. Bishop had a conversation with Takesis, their warlock patron, where they saw for the first time the pure form of a draconic soul, encased in a cage of some kind made of draconic scale. The two had a conversation about where perhaps some of the fragments of this artifact could be found. And I would like to drop a slight retcon on this. I gave some wrong locations last session, so I would like to correct that now. So, the locations that you would have been given is that she believes there is probably one in Ashenvale, most likely fallen into the hands of a certain undying king that you know of. There is perhaps one located somewhere here in Gloria, potentially. Don't know who or what entity might have that. And the third one, perhaps some would most likely. This is less of a knowing, but more of a guess that there would be one located somewhere in her homeland of Draconum. So those are the 3 locations you have currently been given as places of interest to look for these fragments. She also blessed you with some more power. I believe you have taken a 2nd level in Sorcerer. Not quite taking that pack level just yet, but yes, some of your draconic skills or draconic abilities growing. Astra had a vision of stars high above and crystal castles in the sky being held by a man with purple skin that you couldn't quite make out. And that was the extent of Astra's vision. It was somewhat blurry and hard to make out. Aridia didn't dream as much as as elves don't tend to dream, but was visited by their paladin deity, Zamora, who had a conversation with her about what it takes to kill someone and whether she would be willing to do what had to be done if Bishop were to turn on her, heavily implying that he was not strong enough to do the same when he was in a similar position. Aridia then chose to take an oath, taking a paladin oath, which has given her her 3rd level in paladin, which has now given her her subclass, which is on screen, but maybe that'll come up. Who knows? We'll see. And then for Veldren, what was your dream? I know you had one, but my brain
I'm
is
just a guy.
You're just a guy, but what was your dream? I'm trying to.
I didn't have any mysterious figures. I was in my mind palace. I was in my mind palace.
You were in your mind palace. Yes, you were.
Like equations.
Equations.
Yeah.
Yes. You were doing equations in your mind palace. Which yes, you. Oh, that was it. Yes, and you gained more magical capabilities, which gave you your 4th level in Arcane Trickster Rogue. So yeah, everyone has now leveled up as well. Everyone is now level 4 as you guys have completed your first arc, I guess. But as we head into this new stage, you're all awaking in the morning. We're kind of turning the clock back just a little bit to the morning before you left Ambercrest, as you all awake. Was there anything you would like to do in the morning? The goal today is to set off from Ambercrest and to begin your journey towards Mystral City. But if there is anything you would like to do, any last people you would like to speak to, please take it away. I hand it over to you.
I do have a thing, but if other people want to go first, please do.
I also have a thing, but I can do it whenever.
I swear. Tom, you go first, and then Veldren, and then the other 2, if you have anything, think of your things. Tom, go.
Okay. First, Bishop wakes up. Is gonna have a conversation with Astra. It's been talked about, but Astra's not here.
We will get back to that. Unfortunately, Jasper's not with us today, but we'll be returning next session. We love you. We miss you. Wish you would be with us. Get well soon.
Your face. And then I'm gonna start walking into town. I'm gonna see if I can't find us a cart.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Make me, I would say, an investigation check.
I would absolutely love to. I'm actually really good at that. Not that good, though. Yeah. Well, fuck it. The start of a new day. I've got my thing. I use my knowledge from a past life.
Okay.
Better. 15.
15. Okay, yeah. I will say after kind of doing a little bit of searching, you are able to find a cart that would work quite well for the group of you. You will have to speak to the owner to see if you can potentially either convince them to give it to you or buy it from them if you have money. Do you have money?
I do, in fact, have 5 gold.
You have 5 gold. Okay, well, yeah, you find one of the kind of local townsfolk. They are kind of a shorter, younger man. You kind of you ask him about the car, and he says he uses it to go in and out of town to some of the nearby fields every now and then. But are you trying to buy this from him, or what's he's actively using it?
Yeah.
As this is a small town, so
right.
Yeah.
Just how much is not from around here? I've been away from civilization for a good while. How much do carts usually run? Like for brand new?
Oh, well, for brand new, you're probably looking at about 50 gold. But I've had this a little while, and well, I'm not sure if I'd be willing to part with it really, unless you're willing to buy me a new one.
And I honestly, I would if I had the funds, but unfortunately, I'm short about a good 45.
Ah, yes. Well, yeah. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to sell it to you for that, my friend. That is certainly I would certainly need a little bit more than that. Sorry.
Completely understandable. I'm trying to make my way off further into the city. There's seem to have acquired a bit of a group. And,
I see. Heading towards the big port city, Mystral City, yes? Or are you heading back
indeed.
towards the capital?
Oh, towards the capital. We have
Oh,
a bit of business there.
I see. Tom, just to
Do
check,
you-
are you lying to this man, or are you
Oh,
misremembering where you're going?
Oh no, I am in fact lying.
Okay, maybe a deception check then.
That is in fact more like it. That is a oh god, 6s and 7s always trip me up. 15. So it is a cool 23.
Okay, yeah. Did you say that? Doesn't even blink an eye. It's like, oh yes,
Mm.
well, a lot of people have business in the big city, so good luck on your travels. It's only a couple of days from here, so it shouldn't take you too long. If you're going to the other one though, if you're going to the port city, actually, did you come from that way? You'd already know it's about a week's travel. It's quite long,
Yeah.
but shorter distance to the capital. It's not too far from here.
Exactly. And as you can see, my being with a large group, needing a better way of travel would help us out.
Yes.
Do you know
Larger
anywhere?
groups.
Do you know of anywhere else I could possibly find? Maybe some, just anything to help us.
Transportation of some kind. Well, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of us here in Ambercrest, we use a lot of the resources we have. So we don't even have a general store or anything really. We are all sort of self-sufficient here, to be honest. So we don't really buy and sell unless it's grains and goods like that. I'm afraid. So if you need any rations, I'm sure someone might be able to provide you with some. But aside from that, you might be a bit out of luck, I'm afraid.
Well, I appreciate the information you're willing to give me. So thank you so much.
My
And,
pleasure.
I'll
My pleasure.
I'll give him a gold just for his time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you hand him a gold. His eyes are kind of wide, and he's like, "Are you sure? That's very kind."
Of course, taking time out of your day and away from your work is the least I could do.
Okay, you give this man a gold piece. And he like looks at you. Just for context, you've given this man like a lot of money. Gold is pretty like spenny. That's for just a quick chat. Like that's gonna buy him drinks for weeks.
Oh, I'm very aware.
Okay, yeah, sure. You give him a gold piece, and he is very happy with that. He very quickly puts it in his pocket and shuffles away.
Yep. And I walk away. I walk back to find the group.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. In that case, we will go to Veldren.
Yes, as we would wake up that next morning, if Sybil is still sleeping, just gently put her off to the side and and go find Frankie and his mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you find them. They slept. The three of them slept together, almost like curled up together, in the same kind of section of the barn that Frankie was going to be staying in with the manacles. But they kind of all just kind of settled there together, kind of almost like in a little bit of a family cuddle puddle. Just they're together. You kind of approach, and Fern kind of opens an eye, kind of looks up at you. Is there something I can do for you? Veldren, was it?
Veldren, yes. Could I speak with you for a moment, Miss Fern?
Kind of cocks her head. What's this about?
I have a possible solution to Frankie's ailment.
Kind of narrows her eyes at you. Kind of the other two kind of start to stir as this conversation is happening. Frankie kind of like looks, kind of like puts a hand to his head, like, what happened? What kind of looks up at his mother for the first time, who he has not seen yet. And it's like, Mom, what are you doing? It's okay. You're all right. You're fine.
I can come back.
No, it's fine. I'll come back to this. Frankie, I'll be gone for just a moment. You stay with your sister. I will be right back. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. Not this time. Kind of just like has this moment where he looks like he wants to go with her, but she just got that motherly tone, and he kind of sits, and Elisa will kind of just come like crawl over to him and just kind of like hold him. He just like is so just surprised and shaken by everything. He kind of just like says to Alyssa, he's like, what happened? What did something go wrong? Like, why does my head hurt so much? As you get up and you leave with Fern. Where are you going?
Just out of earshot of like the children, just kind of like right outside the barn.
Like just outside the barn, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what's this about? You have a cure to his ailment?
Reach into my coat and pull out the spell scroll. I have procured a scroll of remove curse.
Who? What now?
Don't worry about it. If
you're going to be doing magic to my son, I think I should be worried about it. The way she says magic is like it's like she almost like feel like it. She says it like it's a dirty word. Yeah. She does not like magic. It's like, what does it do?
It's something. It quite simply removes a curse. Oftentimes it is able to cut through whatever ailments are affecting a person, magical ailments, and remove them. It is not a spell of harmful nature, but it is one of healing.
And how can I trust you?
Be quite simply put, you haven't known me for long. You can't. But I did just risk my life last night to make sure your son was safe.
Make me
I
a
would not
persuasion check.
I would not throw all of that away, especially when you were right here and could kill me at a moment's notice.
I'm glad you remember that. Your other friend could use a reminder, I'm sure.
You said persuasion, correct?
Persuasion, yes.
16.
16. She's still like, she doesn't like
Mhm.
the idea of this magic. Kind of like looks at it, kind of gets you to like open up the scroll and like
Yeah.
look at the. Yeah, you open it up. This is probably the first time you've opened it up, and you do see the kind of arcane runes. You would recognize the runes in this pattern. You've never a spell scroll before. These are very
Yeah.
very
I
illegal.
think I think Veldren's hands are like trembling almost.
Oh yeah,
Like
you've read
like
about
ever
these
so
things.
slightly.
Yeah, you've read about these things and read about the fact that it can even people who don't know magic can
Mhm.
quickly master a spell scroll. You also know that if you were some sort of wizard, you might be able to find a way to scribe this down to be able to use it
Mhm.
permanently in a spell book. But you know that currently in this state, this is a one-time use.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you open it up and you see the arcane runes kind of carved into the paper. It looks like to the untrained eye, it looks truly mundane, but you know that this is a powerful piece
Yeah.
of magic. Like
Yeah.
less the words on it, but more kind of the paper itself and the magic that can be imbued into it.
Yeah.
But she kind of like looks it over and she goes, and this bit of paper will cure him of his lycanthropy.
Might. It might.
Might.
Yes. I cannot
Uh-huh.
claim to know lycanthropy as well as different curses, but with Frankie's being genetic,
Mm.
at least I assume it was passed on through birth, correct?
She nods.
His curse might be a little different, but I think I can do it in a way that it will work.
Mm. You think or you know? Sorry if I'm being a little touchy. This is my child, and
This
you're
is your
asking a
child.
mother
I
to trust a
fully
stranger with
understand.
their child's health. I hope you
I
can
fully understand.
Good.
I can. To be quite frank, I haven't cast the spell before,
Mm.
but I know that Frankie struggles with control, and that it is hard for him.
He can learn. I can teach him. It was my mistake to leave him to it.
He can learn.
Mm.
However, I do think we should let him decide.
That's what I was going to say. I think ultimately it's not. He's old enough now. He's an adult. He can look after
Yeah.
himself if he has to.
I wanted to speak with you first, though, as his mother.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course.
But yes, ultimately, I think it is his decision to make. So, I think it should be put to him.
Yes. Well, let's go ask him.
He might need some time. It's been many years since he's seen me.
Of course. You can have as much time as you wish. I would never come between a mother and her son.
Thank you. And yeah, she'll turn and she'll head back inside, and you hear the sounds of conversation, and kind of just they start just catching up. We will come back to that, but Sybil and Aridia, did either of you had anything you would like to do in this morning as sort of preparation for leaving, or just talking to any NPCs last minute before leaving Ambercrest behind?
I don't think anything super specific other than
Okay.
just like prepping, I think, mainly. Trying to make sure everyone else has everything they need before we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Okay. Yeah. Sybil?
Oh, I think Sybil's just when she wakes up is just like, well, that was strange.
Hmm.
And I think would just make sure the bandages on her hand are covering anything. If
Yeah, you look down at your hand that was kind of bandaged before, kind of unwrap it, and sure enough, you look down and kind of almost you have this moment where, because normally your runes aren't visible.
Yeah.
Normally, you look down and you have this moment where you kind of look at your hand and you have this thought of, was that real? Did that really happen? Am I just like, it's been so long. Is there any way, or did I just pass out and just have a fever dream of whatever that was? And then you blink and the world around you almost turns like an arcane blue. Everything has like this blue tint to it. You look down at your hand and glowing almost a cyan purplish color, you see that same rune on your hand. And then you blink again and the world is back to normal.
I'll just
That's a
softly
new ability.
run.
Hmm.
I'll just softly run my hand across it and the nearby gouge that's in her palm, and we'll rewrap that.
Yeah. You wrap it up,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I don't have anything to pack.
Okay, cool. In that case, we will go back to Veldren. Maybe about an hour or so goes by, but then the two of them kind of approach you. And Frankie kind of looks at you and says, Mother said you had something you wanted to talk to me about, both of you?
Yes. Frankie, I think I might be able to cure your lycanthropy.
Like permanently? Like it would just go away? Just
I think I can.
how?
I've in my possession a spell that I would be able
Spell?
to cast. It is magic, yes, I know.
Kind of takes a step back.
I know.
I don't
It is
know.
not-
Magic's.
Magic can be scary. I know that.
Dangerous,
I recognize
too.
that. It can be. But this spell is one that is not able to harm others. In fact, it is a spell specifically designed to reverse harm. There is no part of it that could hurt you in the slightest.
Kind of thinks for a minute. I need to. Can you roll me a percentile die, please? D100.
Percentile?
Yes.
What? Yeah, let me get that real quick.
And then tell me the result.
52.
52. Okay.
Yes.
He looks at it. He looks at you. And you're sure this will work? 100%?
I'm sure it can work.
Lycanthropy.
Yes.
Then don't use it on me. Use it on her. And she looks at her mother and kind of, no, Frankie, this is for you. You need this. This is, I'm fine. I know how to handle it. I can keep control on it. I know when to keep my distance. But you won't be able to stay here, right? You'll have to go away again. Yes, I can't stay. I could only visit. Well, I know how to deal with this. I've figured it out. I know. Lisa and I, we have a system, and it works. And with your help, it will work even better. But I want you to stay. She kind of looks back and forth between him and you, Veldren, almost like not quite sure. She wants you to say something, but she's not quite sure what she wants you to say. as this conversation is happening. Would that even work? I don't. You said it would work on him, but I don't. It's been. I don't. It's different for me, and I.
I might. I can think of two possibilities.
Mm,
One, I try to copy this scroll. I try to replicate the magic. I don't know if that's something I'd be able to do, as I normally don't have the ability to cast the spell.
mm.
But I do know someone who's changed the rules of magic before.
Oh.
Let me go speak with someone. I'll be back. I have a theory.
Okay. I suppose.
And I will go and find Sybil.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Sybil.
She's right there.
Yeah. Oh,
Sybil's been there the whole
Sybil.
time, just like, hey.
She's probably been reading the book like that she has.
I will kind of take a seat next to Sybil. First of all, are you doing all right?
I think so. Is everyone okay?
Everyone is okay. Everyone is alive, including Frankie. That's what I wanted to speak to you about, actually. I procured a spell scroll from Cell last night. Of Remove Curse. I think I can remove Frankie's curse. But the two, Frankie and his mother, are arguing over whether or not who gets the scroll, who gets the cure. And maybe I could copy the spell scroll, but that would take time and resources that we don't have. And I don't know if this is something you can do. But you are the only person that I've ever seen that's been able to change the weave, that's been able to do things I didn't think were possible with magic. Do you think you could split the spell into them both? I would be there to help guide the spell, but I don't have the power necessary.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I can try, but there runs the risk of losing the spell entirely.
We can speak to them to see what they would wish.
Okay. And then we leave.
And then we leave. I would like to cure them before we go. Leave this town a better place than we found it.
I can try it. I just don't want to make things worse.
I don't think you can right now. Thank you. I'll pull Sybil over to them. We might be able to split the spell.
Look, Veldren, I know you're trying to do something very kind for me. When it comes to magic, you are kind of speaking gibberish. So if you're saying you can do it to both of us, if that's what I'm trying to... look, I don't know if there's some sort of risk to this, but really you should do it to him. He deserves... No, Mom, you've lived with this your entire life, and I can handle it. I would rather have you here. And they just go back and forth still, just like... unable to decide who gets it.
We'll look to Sybil. Very well. I need the two of you to stand over there, about 5 feet apart.
Okay. They kind of line up
Perfect.
next to each other, kind of 5 feet apart.
I will hand the scroll to Sybil, and I will begin to trace markings, almost as if it's a copy of the spell glyph, onto the ground, but with 4 added kind of symbols.
Hmm.
And like just as he's going and he's kind of almost talking to Sybil. I'm doing. Normally, the spell doesn't need any kind of ritual-esque kind of aspect, but I don't think any of us are quite powerful enough to cast it normally. So this would help almost as if a focus.
Okay.
And with the genetic components, I think we might need to change it ever so slightly. He says as he makes 4 markings on the outside of the circle that are familiar. Certain parts of it are familiar to the party if they're looking.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here. He says, pointing to a symbol that matches the symbols of Bishop's hex spell to weaken the curse, to help it lessen its hold. The next extra rune is one. It's less of a spell glyph and more of a marking denoting magic itself that would almost appear as if like a glowing energy around a sword, like Aridia's divine smite, to help cut through to the heart of the curse itself, to burn away the infection. In the next corner, you would see the marking of almost like a starry version of the Cure Wound spell. Restoration magic to help heal that around it. And the final one is not a spell rune, but is the rune that's found on Sybil's forehead. And a magical rune to increase the power. To do things that magic cannot normally do. Sybil, it should be ready.
Okay.
And then I will use Twin Spell
Mm-hmm.
on
Okay.
Frankie and Fern.
Okay. So, you have never used a spell scroll before.
No.
So, Remove Curse is a 3rd level spell. Can you cast 3rd level spells currently? No.
No.
Okay. In that case, you are casting a spell higher than a circle that you can cast currently. So, in order to do this correctly, I need you to make me a spell casting ability check. So it is your. I looked this up. I had to remember. I was like, how do they work? So you need to make an ability check with your spell casting modifier of a DC 10 plus the spell's level, which is level 3. So it's DC 13.
Okay.
And
So
I
that's
be providing
D20
the help back.
with what you are doing. I will say that you can absolutely have the help action, so you have advantage, Sybil.
Hey, DM, have I
Yes.
arrived back yet?
I will say not currently.
Cool.
Okay. One of those was a natural one. But
Okay.
the other one was a natural 19.
Okay.
Oh,
Using twin spell. So
So,
here's a fun thing about twin spell.
Mhm.
Because I did some reading a minute ago because there are some funky
What?
rules around twin spell. So I'm gonna read. This is so twin spell has very strict rules.
Mhm.
Twin spell can only be used on a spell that targets one creature, which this is. However,
Mhm.
the spell cannot have a range of self as a spell. Cannot be twinned as a range of self.
Yes.
Remove curse as a range of touch, which is not
But
that.
not a range of. Okay.
So it counts. Very specifically, this rules lawyers, you can get on me if you want. You can if you really want to.
Absolutely
But as
works.
the DM, I'm saying this works. Because that is
Absolutely
within
works.
the rules of the game based on what I am reading. So, Sybil.
You're going to give me heart palpitations.
Fuck! I was about to hop into
I could
rules
see,
lawyer.
I could see as soon as Jay was like, I'm gonna go talk to someone, I was like, Sybil knows twin spell. Hang on, I gotta look this up if this works. And it does. Based on what I am reading, it works. Twin spell has to be a spell that is range further than self. Self is specific. It says specifically it can't be self. Touch is not self. So that counts. That counts. So, Sybil, you take this scroll. You think about the magic. You think about your dream you had last night. You think about the magic you were imbued with. And the spell you used last night that drained you entirely. You think about that. You try and focus on the magic. You focus on your ability to use magic. But this time you focus it into this scroll. As you begin to read the words, this almost normal looking paper starts to glow. The runes themselves start to rearrange themselves on the paper, glowing with the purple light that you know resonates with your magic. The rune on your forehead glows for those who are not yourself to see, and you cast this spell, and as it starts to resonate out of the paper itself, almost like this orb starts to move forward between the two of them, and then it starts to shake and then splits into two. And then each orb moves and quickly shoots into the chest of both of them. They both take this kind of step back, this gasp, this as they both almost drop to a knee, have this moment. You see there is a moment where you worry it hasn't worked, because you look at the two of them and you see them both start to change. You see them both start to warp as if their lichen forms are coming on. You see Fern starts growing longer fangs. You see that Frankie's fur starts growing. You have this moment where you think, "Oh no, I've messed this up. I've messed this up." And then the runes that Veldren put out around start to glow, almost like it's fighting back against the spell. And then they both return to normal and just let out this gasp. Just it's gone. It's gone. Frankie kind of looks confused, unsure. It's like, something feels different. And then you look to Fern and she almost closes her eyes and kind of clenches her fists for a moment, like she's trying to force the transformation like she normally would. And nothing happens. There's several moments go by as she almost like screws up her eyes, trying to force something that's not happening. And then she just breaks. Just Oh, it's really gone. It's really gone. Oh my god. And she just collapses to her knees, tears stream down her face. Frankie rushes over and holds her. The two of them just cry together, holding each other. They just keep saying over and over again, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. As the spell works successfully. Sybil, you did cast a spell, so I need
I
you
rolled.
to make your spell. You did?
I did.
As long as it
rolled
wasn't a
10.
1, you're good, because you're
No,
back
I
to
rolled a
0
10.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. So the DC's now up to 2. But, yeah. The spell scroll, as you kind of hold it, the paper kind of almost seems to it doesn't set alight, but it kind of almost crumples and turns into dust in your hands as the paper just falls apart into dust and kind of scatters in the wind. The remove curse spell expended. 2 for the price of 1 with Sybil's unique magic. As the remove curse twin spell is successful.
That was incredible.
Thank you. I don't know how I did that.
Well, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. We should give them some time. I say, looking over to Fern and Frankie. And
Yeah.
kind of taking a step away.
Yeah, they're just holding each other. You see, kind of as they're kind of crying, they're being kind of loud about it. You see, Lisa kind of sticks her head out of the barn. It's like, what's wrong? What's happening? And kind of rushes over to the two of them and kind of holds them. You hear just the words exchange. It's like, the curse, it's gone with it. And she then starts crying as well. And so the three of them just hold each other. A happy family reunited.
Veldren looks at it almost a little wistfully before taking a step back. We should make preparations to leave today.
Yes, today. The
Thank
sooner the
you.
better.
Thank you for agreeing to help, Sybil.
Of course.
And we'll get ready to leave.
Yeah. Okay. The group of you reconvene with your allies, Ezra and Sel. The group of you gather your things, leave this barn you've called your home for the last 2 nights, and you head on out of the east gate of Ambercrest, leaving this small farm town behind. As you set off on your long journey across the plains towards Mystral City. So, as you guys are traveling, it will take about 7 days from here. It's a long time. To make sure that no extra time is added to that, I am going to ask someone to make me a survival roll.
Survival.
I will say, there will be a few different rolls over the few days. Once someone has made one, they can't make another.
Can we have Astra make it?
I've been
It's
traveling
so
here for a while.
I'm not bad on survival.
Twins go, or siblings go.
Yeah,
Twins.
absolutely.
You're not twins.
We're not twins.
We're not
Which of
know
the
why I keep
siblings would
saying
like to make the
twins.
survival roll?
fraternal twins. Or no,
You're
Which one?
not though.
You're not twins.
Okay, no, what is it? What is it? What's the phrase?
Siblings?
No, there's a saying about when two siblings
Wow.
like look like they could be twins. I don't know. It'll come to me.
The saying is, "Are you guys twins?" And then you go, "No."
All right, who's rolling?
So now,
survival roll.
I think
I
Aridia's
didn't
already
roll-
rolled.
No, I didn't roll. It doesn't count.
Okay.
I think you already rolled.
I'll do
What is it? No,
I
no,
need camera evidence.
No,
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 I think
Hans
I think you
rolled.
rolled, Hans. What was the roll?
Did you roll?
Update the counter. Update the
One.
counter.
A one? Okay.
It's a 1 for
Okay.
a total of 5.
An hour
Okay.
later, we
Incredible.
circle back around to
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just Bishop behind me trying to explain the concept of twins, and I'm like, please stop.
Yeah, Aridia, you seem somewhat lost in your thoughts as you kind of set off on this first adventure. You travel for perhaps a day or so, trying to get back towards the main road, and you travel through, through the hills. With your natural one, you travel through the hills for a while. It's mostly plains, and then you kind of crest a hill, and you look over, and of course it was you. You look over the hill, and you look down, and you see something, Aridia, that fills
no!
you
No!
with fear.
What?
B!
You see, still several miles away, but you see, you've strayed quite far from the path as you see a large ship crash landed what the people of this nation have called a Nautiloid, a mind flayer craft left over from the days of the invasion. These ships are made of a weird alien flesh material that doesn't seem to decay over time. These are strictly off limits to anyone. Anyone who is not authorized personnel. And you cross this hill thinking, maybe we're making some good progress. Maybe we'll start to see something in the distance soon, the main road. And you reach the top of this hill, and your heart drops into your stomach as you see this craft kind of lopsided. Think of like the Star Destroyers on Tatooine where they're like buried in the sand. It's a little bit like that. But yeah, you see this craft, this horrible flesh-like ship with this large, almost like snail shell at the end of it. Large tentacles stretching for what looks like miles, laying in the dust. That's
How
what
long
you
have we
see.
been traveling?
About a day.
Okay. I think you.
I- I think like she just stops like dead halt, and it's a weird mix of like anger and fear that play across her features.
Yeah.
And she just is like, we need to find a different way. We can't keep going this way. We can't get too close to that ship.
I've only read about them.
We don't want to be here. It is dangerous. It is reckless to get this close or closer.
It's been here for ages. Do you think things are still alive in there?
I guarantee that there are mind flayers still alive. Whether or not they are here, I doubt it, but it is not worth the risk, Veldren.
I think Aridia would be able to see. There's a. Veldren is looking at the ship with a naked curiosity of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want
Yeah,
to go
Veldren,
down there.
in all of your travels, you have stuck to the roads. You've never gotten turned around like this before. You've never
Yeah.
thought to wander out into the hills kind of so far away. You've never you know that these are off limits, but you've never actually seen one. You've seen maybe once or twice, like actually no, I don't think you have even seen diagrams of this thing. This is just so new and quite literally alien. You've never seen anything like this before, and now it's only within a couple miles. Maybe a good like 30 minutes to an hour of walking could get you there. And you have no idea what could be inside.
We should keep going and give that thing a wide berth.
And you're sure that there are things alive in there?
I don't know in there, but I know for certain that they're still around. They are not gone. And they are dangerous, Veldren. I've lived through it more than once. It's not worth the risk.
I'll trust your expertise here. Even as they continue to make a wide berth, I think anyone would be able to catch Veldren kind of looking back towards the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely making note.
Yeah,
Yes?
I'll say. Sorry, you finish.
I was going to say, he's definitely, you would see Veldren like kind of like scribbling into, what journal was it again? You would see Veldren scribbling into one of his journals, the blue journal that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like sketching the outside of the ship, making a few notes here and there.
Okay. I will say, this was kind of towards the end of the day, so as you kind of turn around to head back down the hill, you do see the setting sun. You will probably have to make camp soon.
It's too close.
You could choose to continue through the night if you wish, but that will come with its own complications. But it's that or a rest here or nearby.
Continuing through the night can be rather dangerous, especially in the hills. And if there are things wandering around, like you say, if they're still around, they'll find us easier in the dark. While we move around.
Mm-hmm.
I think about at the end of your guys' conversation, Bishop walks past you and is heading towards this thing.
Bishop,
Okay.
I swear.
Bishop, you start walking down the hill.
And it is one of those like walking with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Okay.
I rolled for this. I'm so sorry.
Okay. What are you doing? How far are you going? What are you doing? What's the plan here, Bishop?
Until I'm stopped, I'm going to this thing.
Okay. You all watch Bishop is walking down the hill in the direction of this ship.
Oh, I'm gonna dart
You wanted
after
me to go and
tackle
stop
my
him.
brother.
Never mind.
You're gonna tackle him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try and pin him like when we were learning to fight as kids.
Bishop, would you resist if you were like grabbed?
Yes.
Okay. Aridia, make me an attack roll then.
Okay,
If you're trying to grapple this man.
Okay. Modifiers. Dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah, that's past Bishop's AC. Bishop, she fucking just grabs you and are you trying to restrain him or grapple him? What was the intention?
Just pin him to the ground. So it's a good
I,
grab.
I'm
So I'm trying to restrain him.
instinctively, I'm gonna cast shield.
Oh my god. Okay. So you try and Aridia try to grab Bishop and then this almost oh yeah, you know what? Aridia, you kind of step forward to like grab him. You go to grab his shoulder, just like spin around and be like, "What are you doing, you idiot? What are you?" And you almost feel this almost like as you go to grab him, you don't see anything, but you almost feel a hand grip your wrist and throw it away. You kind of turn and there's no one there. But you feel almost like it was almost like an iron gauntlet around your hand. It pushes your hand away,
So weird.
but you don't see
Bishop
anyone.
Bishop will look back to you and I mean, it's not, you don't really know if he's angry, but you can probably tell from the body language. And then the sclera in his eyes, which have been black with his new body, are a deep crimson red.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Bishop, we cannot go down there. You know exactly what I am carrying, and you know how reckless it would be to go there.
Okay, then don't go down.
You're not going alone! And she'll switch to Elvish with him.
Mhm.
Don't you dare. Absolutely not. You are not going in there. They're still
Why not?
looking for it.
Okay.
And they
All the more
they
reason
knew
for
I
me to
had it.
All
When
the
they
more
showed
reason
up
for me to
last
do what
time,
I'm about
no.
to do.
Bishop? It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Not worth it. Ari, you were there, and I wasn't. When these bastards took my family, took you away, and I was not able to be there. So I'm going to go burn this piece of shit down. And everything inside of it.
You can try, but I guarantee it is a waste of time, Bishop. It is not just going to burn.
Well,
It won't make you feel better. It will not bring them back.
it's certainly a step in the right direction.
Just throw my hands up in the air.
Bishop, are you continuing?
No. He's
No?
just gonna stand there and look at it for a second. Like a good 5 minutes.
Just hold my hand out for you to take.
Just gonna scream at it. Like it's a mix of anger, rage, and sadness, and just hopelessness. I'm just gonna turn and walk back to the group.
Okay. Yeah, you continue up the hill. Yeah. You yeah. Quick question for whoever has Astra's character sheet, or for anyone else. Does anyone else here speak Elvish?
Hi.
Veldren,
Drow.
Veldren, you heard all of that.
Yeah, I think it's also a thing of. It could be a thing of Aridia and Bishop look up and see the pointed ear,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and almost like a.
Bishop didn't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does just to double check it, does Astra speak Elvish? I think she does, right? Pretty sure
So
she does.
Jasper was supposed to send Astra's character sheet to me, but I did not receive
I
it,
will
so I
check
don't
it
know.
because I have it. I will send it to you as well.
Fucking
you.
wow.
I have it. I did not realize it had not
I'm
been
in
sent.
charge of Astra tonight, and I'm doing an abysmal job.
No, you're so good. You're so good. There you go. There's the character sheet.
We're
Yes.
doing lacrosse
Send it
back
to you in
there.
the end.
Message Jasper.
Yeah, Elvish is on Astra's list, so Astra heard it too. So Sybil's the only one who doesn't understand.
Sybil's frightened. She heard just yelling and then a loud scream, and she's just like,
I think I would whisper down to Sybil. They're all right.
Do it.
They're just having a bit of a family spat. Me and my brother would often get into these.
So you find a nearby place and you're camping for the night, or are you continuing through?
Camping?
Veldren would vote for
Camping.
camping.
Camping,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay. Yeah, you settle in for the night. I will need 3 people to take watches throughout the night. Who is taking?
I can take the entire watch.
You do need to rest, and you cannot watch whilst resting, Bishop. So even though you don't sleep, you do have to rest, which you cannot be actively watching, I will say.
Okay. Well, I can take 2 out of them.
You can take a watch, Bishop.
All
I'm
right.
saying you need 3. So
I'll
Bishop will take
take-
1, Veldren will take 1,
I'll take one as one of the elves.
and
The trans-
then
I can also
Aridia, you're
take
going to take 1 as
yeah.
well. Okay. Do you want to go in that order, or who wants to go in what order?
I just want to be on one side of like Veldren's watch, wherever Veldren falls.
Okay. Oh, we can go that order then. So we'll go Bishop, Veldren, Aridia.
I can do a watch and give someone the help action.
Sure. Yeah. Who would you like to do your watch with?
That would
Good.
honestly, it would probably be Veldren, just because I don't know anyone else.
Okay. Right.
I don't know these people.
Fair enough. Okay. In that
Gotta stay
case,
awake with your boo thing.
in that case, Astra settles in for a lovely sleep. The blanket. Sleeps all the way through. Just-
Bishop
they
tucks her
should.
in before going on his watch.
And then, yeah, Bishop, you take the first watch. Make me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you settle in. You're able to find kind of like a little bit of a brush, some trees, that sort of thing. Yeah, everything seems fine. You're able to keep an eye. You don't see anything. You perhaps see a couple of little like small wild animals, perhaps like some rabbits or something, but nothing of threat. Everything seems relatively fine. Is there anything you would like to do on your watch outside of that?
Yes.
Mhm.
Do I see that Sybil is basically sleeping on the ground?
Sybil would be actually in Veldren's. Veldren would have forced Sybil, like his sleeping bag, into her arms.
Okay. So then I would see Veldren laying on the ground.
Veldren, yeah.
You see Veldren
has
kind
his
of
coat
like,
over him.
yeah, you see kind of coat, crisscross applesauce, trancing.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, and I'm just gonna take my cloak off and like lay on the ground.
Are you sure? It's cold at night.
I'm honestly, there's nothing pumping in these veins, so the cold doesn't bother me.
Well, even so, you wouldn't have the warmth from the pumping of the blood and everything. Are you sure?
Really, it honestly doesn't bother me.
Curious.
Well, not.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
I do try my best. When you look like I do, gotta at least have a good
Hmm?
personality.
Repeat that? JC.
When you look like I do, you kind of have to have a decent personality.
You don't have to. It takes a lot to have a decent personality, and you do quite well.
I appreciate it, but well, I pray for your sake you don't have to see what's under this.
Why do you say that?
Well, because it is terrifying.
Spooky. I
Yeah.
promise I've seen and heard more terrifying things than you, Bishop.
Oh. Well, we can agree to disagree on that one.
We
Besides,
can.
how often is it that you see a walking dead man?
How often, indeed. I think you see Veldren kind of almost chuckle to himself at that. Very half-hearted, bitter chuckle.
Anyway, get you some rest. I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm go back to my watch.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing else too crazy happens on your watch. Just nice and peaceful. And then we get to the second watch with Veldren and Sybil. As Bishop, you were able to settle in to relax and kind of just switch off for a bit. But yeah, Veldren and Sybil. Who would like to make the roll? It'll be an advantage if the other person is giving the help action.
I'll take a roll.
Okay.
I'm not good at it.
Yeah, but it's me rolling.
But now
If anyone's gonna roll 2 1s, it's gonna be me.
Okay. Go for
It's
it.
a
You're
natural
right.
20.
Actually,
Natural 20.
Fuck me, I get. Fuck me, I get.
Amazing. Okay, very good. Yeah, with a natural 20, the two of you set up. Do you have any do you have like a campfire or anything to try and stay warm, or would you start a fire of any kind, or would you just sit in the darkness?
Sybil, would you like fire for the night to keep warm, or?
Sure.
You're able to find kind of kindling nearby in this kind of like brush that you found, and you're able to kind of make a fire pretty easily. You do have the light of the stars above as well, so it's not completely pitch black. But yeah, you don't you are able to start the fire, and yeah, everything seems all right for now. Would either of you like to do anything on this watch?
Yes, actually.
Mhm.
Sybil, I've through the past previous nights, I've done a bit of researching and a bit of study through some of my old notes. Your bracelets. They're not something that you wanted, I'm guessing. The effects that they have. Would you mind if I cast a spell to find out more about them? To see if there's a way to get rid of them?
Okay, just be careful, please.
I will be. I promise. It wouldn't be the first time I had a nasty run-in with a magical artifact. And I'll scoot closer to Sybil.
Mhm.
Do I need touch for this spell?
What are you
Yes,
trying
I
to
do.
cast?
I'll touch the bracelet
Mhm.
and ritual cast Identify.
Okay. Identify. All right. Read me the specifics of identify, please.
You touch an object through the spell's casting. If the object is a magic item or some other magical object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether or any ongoing spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn that spell's name. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn which ongoing spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Okay. So, you touch the bracelet and you focus, and as you are kind of running your fingers over the metal and casting the spell, blue glowing runes start to appear on the surface of it. It is a strange combination of magic, kind of, again, unlike things you've seen before, kind of mutated spells combined. You can't quite put your finger on the exact kind of magic, but you do understand how it works. Veldren, these bracelets store magical energy. And the crystals that are attached to them that are almost pressing to Sybil's skin, those are designed to draw magic. And things start to make sense. So these are bracelets of, not quite bracelets of spell storing, but it's almost storing raw magical energy and dispersing it. But it does draw it away from the user. You've seen similar things. You've heard of similar things. There are, I can't remember the exact name of them, but there are like anti-magic, manacles that you've heard of that people used a long time ago to trap spellcasters. These seem to be a mutated version of something similar, not preventing the magic, but drawing it inwards away from the user.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it similar to my own research at all?
In what way?
Well, because there was a thing someone asked me to look into.
Mm-hmm. So these are designed to draw it out and then disperse it. But it does store it, yes. Raw magical energy, not a spell. These are not. You've heard of something similar to this where you've heard of a special ring that can be worn on two fingers called a ring of spell storing. It's almost a mutation of a ring of spell storing and these anti-magic manacles, like they've been combined into one, where it doesn't store a spell, but it stores a magical energy and keeps it away from the user.
Interesting. Do I know how to get rid of them?
To remove them?
Do I have any idea?
It would require you look at these and you go, these could not be removed with brute force. This is not get a hammer and smash it. These are magically, there is no lock to be picked. There is it's a solid band of just metal that there's no crease in it. It is just a solid band, like it's been there permanently always, like it has always been there. Which obviously from what you know, you assume it hasn't always been there.
Yeah.
But yeah, currently, to remove it, you imagine that there is a specific incantation that the creator of
Mhm.
these would know. But perhaps maybe someone with a high skill in both magic and craftsmanship could find a way to open them.
Mhm.
Perhaps a
Mhm.
master blacksmith who is also a master of magic as well.
Mhm.
Find a way to do the right combination of magical removal whilst also physically being able to remove them at the same time. Almost like someone could do one without the other, but doing both at once would be almost impossible. Unless you could find someone who was specifically skilled enough to do both at the same time.
Could two people work on this?
You
One that
don't
is
know.
knowledgeable about the one who is knowledgeable about magic itself, and then one who is knowledgeable about
So I will say this
magical
is
artifacts.
far behind. This is far above your understanding of magic.
Yes.
This
Oh,
would need to be done
absolutely.
by like
Yeah.
a master of both a master blacksmith and a master of
Yeah.
the arcane. Like we're talking someone who knows how to do magic of several circles higher than something you would know.
Well, hey, I have a high Arcana score. Thank you very much.
Yeah, which is why you're getting all of this.
This is intricate. This is very delicate and resilient at the same time. Do you know who created these?
Yes, but she could not even remove them.
Are you sure? Because everything I know would point to the creator of these knowing an incantation to reverse them. Magic is hardly ever permanent. Magic that is permanent is beyond what most mortals could ever hope to achieve. There's always a loophole.
Even if she could help, she's in cornucopia.
Hmm.
If she's even still alive.
Well, the other option to get rid of these would be to find a master blacksmith slash arcanist, an artificer, if you would. Someone who knows magical items like the back of their hand. I know some. My brother knows more, but not even he would be able to stop something like this. I don't think. I'll do some looking out, some research.
It's okay. We have many other things to focus on, and besides, it
Sybil, you
keeps
could have
my magic
died.
in check.
Could have died in that situation. If Aridia had not been there to hold Frankie back, you would have been helpless. So it is not alright. This is something of a high priority. Do not write yourself off like that, or write off your problems like that, I should say. It is something that we can look for as we travel.
I just can't promise I can control all of this without these.
Why do you say that? Did you have an episode before you had them?
No, I didn't really get a chance to, though.
Is the person that put these on the one telling you that you don't know how to control it? That you would be a danger? Because I don't think I would trust the expertise of someone willing to do this perversion of magic.
Veldren and Sybil, can you both make me intelligence saving throws, please?
I rolled a natural 20!
Okay.
On the perception?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I know. Oh, I know.
What do you
9.
mean? 24.
24.
9.
9?
Yep.
Okay. As the two of you are having this conversation, Sybil,
Yeah.
you are thinking about who put these on you and what came before and everything. And then in the distance, you hear your mother's voice. Calling to you. Sybil. Sybil, help. Sybil, please. I'm trapped. I need your help. I can't get up. Please help me. Sybil, I need you. You just hear that in your mind.
Just in my head, like I don't hear it
Mhm.
in like any direction.
You do. You do hear an interaction. It's strange. You hear the voice. Oh, actually, no, you wouldn't hear it in your head. You do hear it. You hear it coming from near the top of this hill behind you.
Do I hear anything?
Veldren, you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. With your 24?
I think you just see Sybil. I think like her ears that are, typically like down a little, like perk up.
Mhm.
And she like turns back up the hill and she's like, and she stands up and
Sybil? It's dark. We shouldn't leave camp.
dancing lights. I'm gonna go up the hill. It's her mom.
Yeah.
Sybil, what are you doing? What's wrong?
I don't think she's even listening to you right now because it sounds like her mom's in danger.
Mm-hmm. So, you climb the hill. Are you running or are you speed? Yeah.
Yes,
You run.
speed.
Dancing lights out. You run out in the middle of the night. You run up the hill. You get to the top. You hear
Following.
her still. Yeah. You chase after her. You.
I would call back. Something's happening. Something real weird's happening. I don't know. Aridia Bishop Astra, wake up.
I'm about to say, I'm totally conscious throughout my rest. I
Okay.
see this, right?
Oh yeah, Bishop, you're conscious. Never mind. Bishop, make me an intelligence saving throw.
No! It's again!
It's again. Join. Hey, sorcerers getting manipulated club. Come over here. Hey, yes, come over and join us.
What'd you get, Bishop?
No.
5, Bishop.
No.
You start to hear this commotion. You start to hear, you're like, what's happening? And then from the top of the hill, you hear, Bishop, I need you. I'm trapped. Please.
No,
Please
it's
help me. You
again.
hear your sister's voice
Yeah.
calling to you, desperate for help. You open your eyes, you look towards the top of the hill. You think maybe she went without you, must have gone to the ship, but she's calling you and she needs your help.
Running.
You don't even think to look around you as you go.
No. No, why would I look around?
Yeah,
She's over the hill.
Astra, please wake up.
Astra
awake.
wakes
Astra
up.
calling. Yeah, Astra wakes up. Astra needs to make me an intelligence saving throw.
I also wake up.
All right,
I think-
the
I
intelligence
think
saving
seeing
throws.
B, I don't want
What?
to do it again.
What?
Okay, Astra got a 21.
21. Okay.
Thank God.
It's a +0. It's a natural 18.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
God, I really thought I was going to be the only one.
Aridia, you got an 18.
Yeah.
Aridia, you hear Bishop's voice calling you from the top of the hill. He's
Me and
gone.
Astra.
He's
Me
gone
and
by
Astra.
himself. He's
Me
gone
and
by
Astra.
himself, but now he realizes he's made a mistake and he's calling to you. He's trapped and he needs your help.
Does this feel familiar?
You don't know.
Ah!
All you know is that Bishop has defied what you said, and vengeance has taken him, and he's gone, and he's gotten himself trapped. And you start running up the hill. Astra kind of wakes up, looks around, looks confused. You see her eyes go wide for a minute. Veldren goes, "Mother? What? No. What?
Am I the only one, you
no,
motherfucker?
No." And she kind of takes
She
him and
got
she's
a
like,
21.
"What? No." She kind of shakes her head. And kind of looks to you, Veldren. Veldren, what's going? Bishop?
No, I don't know what's
what-
happening. Something magical. I didn't hear anything.
What happened? I was asleep.
I don't know. I think we have to stop them.
She starts calling after Bishop. Bishop, you don't even hear it. You don't even hear it.
Damn, I didn't
Already is
hear
in danger, and you have to
anything.
help her. Veldren, what was that?
I didn't hear anything. 'Cause it
At
looked
this
like-
point,
it looked like Astra's
you-
heard something.
yeah. As soon as you, what did you roll get? 24? Yeah. You
24.
get to the, you kind of get near. You're kind of following up the hill, and then Veldren, you hear a familiar voice calling for help.
Mm-hmm.
You hear your brother. Veldren,
Not him.
Veldren,
not
please.
him.
I'm trapped. I need your help. But it's strange. You hear it, and you're like, where is it coming from? It's coming from like it's inside your brain. Like it's not coming
It's
from
a
anywhere. Like
sound.
he's not around you. It's like a voice in your mind, and something's wrong. It's not right. It can't be. It can't be him. He's not here. Why is the voice coming from in your head? Something feels wrong, and you kind of shake it off, and the voice disappears.
Okay.
As
And
Astra
in
seems
that-
to have done the same, kind of looks at
Yeah.
you, just like, "Did you hear something strange?
It's
You
something
hearing
up.
voices?"
Brain enchantment magic. Maybe. And I'm going to point a copper wire at Sybil, and I'm going to cast message and go, Sybil, you are hearing things. Whatever you're hearing is not real. Listen to me. It's me, Veldren.
Sybil, make me another intelligence saving throw.
It's like try to
7.
interfere with.
7.
Yeah.
Nothing. You have to go. Your mother's in danger. You get to the top of the hill. You see the ship, and you see it again, and you hear the voice, and she's calling to you so loudly. You don't know how her voice is reaching this far, but she's trapped. She's gone into the ship, and she's trapped, and you have to help her. You start running.
Any of you. I can't
You start running. You start running down the hill.
I think I have a little bit of a head start from everyone
Yeah.
else.
Bishop
So
and
I'm
Aridia,
gonna-
the same. You get to the top of the hill and you just start going. Your sibling needs help. They're trapped in this ship.
Yeah. I think
Astra just stands with you, Veldren, like, what do we do?
We have to follow them. We have to follow them. It's not working. Great. It's the ship.
I think once Bishop gets to the hill and sees the ship, it's a form of dread.
Form of dread. Okay. Sure. Okay. How long does that last?
Oh wait. No, it lasts a minute. Never mind. I'll wait till I get closer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are all starting to make your way down the hill. Abigail, you're in control of Astra in terms of spells and shit.
Yeah,
so
let me
you
look at
can,
spells.
if you want to do anything with Astra, you can. Veldren as well. You are chasing after these three as they're just bolting down the hill, trying to get to the ship. It's like a good mile away still, but like, what are you guys doing?
Can I? So I'm gonna look out as me and Astra are following behind them. I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at them and I'm gonna go. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I have to see if this at least will work. Grab one of the daggers from my boot and toss and try to nick Aridia.
Okay.
I don't have armor on. I was asleep.
Yeah, that's
so-
very true. That's very true. What is your AC? Without armor.
Let me just take my armor off.
Veldren, make an attack roll for me.
It's 10 plus dex.
12. My AC
12?
is 12 currently.
12? Okay, Veldren, make a roll.
Oh, might be lower. I don't have my. No, never mind. We're good.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20. Yeah, you throw the dagger, it catches Aridia's arm. Aridia, you feel pain shoot through your arm. Make me another intelligence saving throw.
So it does the same effect. So it's
Please
the
roll
same
well.
effect.
We all have an inspiration, right? Can I add a d6 to this? I haven't rolled yet, but I have a feeling.
Sure.
Okay. Dirty 20?
30-20. Aridia, you kind of feel this pain overtake your arm, and you're like, ow, fuck, what hit me? And you almost forget what's happening for a moment. Then you realize where you are, standing at the bottom of the hill, kind of look around, and you hear Bishop's voice in your mind still calling you, just, sister, I need your help, I'm trapped. And then you see him run past you, and something isn't adding up. You hear his voice in your mind, like he's calling to you from the ship, but he's right there. That didn't come from him. Something is wrong.
You hear Veldren yell, enchantment magic. You're all under a spell.
You hear that, Aridia, and you realize something has been messing with your mind.
I grab the dagger that hit me and I'm gonna whip it at Bishop.
Okay.
It worked for me!
Though, Bishop, I'm assuming you did not take your armor off, so you've still got your high AC.
I don't wear armor.
Oh, okay. Well, yep. What's
sorry.
Aridia, make me an attack roll, and Bishop, what's your AC?
16.
Dagger,
16.
dagger.
And I see a finger from Sybil. Aridia, what's the roll?
23 to hit.
23.
Which
That hits.
Right
Roll.
in the shoulder blade.
Yeah.
You're throwing this bitch?
I'm not gonna. Actually, yeah. Please, both of you roll damage because it might matter.
Good. Good. 6 points of damage.
So Aridia, you took 6 points of damage, and Aridia, how much damage? 8 points of damage to Bishop.
I'm so sorry. I rolled max damage.
Bishop will remember this.
Okay. Yeah. Bishop,
Great.
make me another intelligence saving throw.
Don't make me stab you again, Bishop.
I'm gonna use my Aridia dice.
Tackle him.
Oh, don't put this on me!
I'm
Tackle
putting you.
him.
Yep, 8 points of damage. I'm putting this on you.
Tackle him. Use that strength.
Well, I
Tickle him.
rolled higher than before.
Okay.
7.
7.
Ah!
You feel pain overtake you, like someone is trying to stop you, but no one is going to stop you from saving your sister, your only family you have left. You keep going. Sybil, also, you're running.
Sybil
you've gotta help your mother.
Sybil at the beginning would have cast Longstrider on herself.
No!
Okay. Yep. You're going
you
extra fast.
mother, you.
I genuinely, in the prepared spells for Astra, don't have anything I can use that wouldn't immediately make someone fall to
That's fair.
0.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just running to catch
I'm
up,
gonna
then
have
that's
to do this,
yeah.
aren't I? And
She doesn't even have a dagger.
Seeing that it's like not even really working, like the damage to the message, can I action movement and bonus action dash
Mm-hmm.
to catch up to Sybil and try to tackle her?
You can. Oh, okay.
If I see them running for them,
Sybil,
I can
what's
face
your movement?
It's 30 plus, so it's 40.
So 40 with Longstrider, you would be dashing, so 80 feet. Veldren,
Yes.
90
with
feet.
your 90 feet, but that is your
Mhm.
action and bonus action to do, correct? And cunning action.
Yes.
You wouldn't
If
be
I-
able to tackle as well
If
then.
I see them running, I can get
Tackling
them
is an action.
30
Yeah.
feet closer and face up someone else if they're willing. Because
What?
I'm special.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, you
Hans.
That's what our mom told her every day.
Okay, you know what? Don't bring our mother into this.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna face step you 30 feet closer to them.
Face step
Ooh.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Misty Step on.
With that,
Face
I
people-
will say,
face
can you
people-
use that on another person?
I can because I'm special.
It's
can?
Eladrin.
Okay. Okay. I thought that was just a self thing, but all right, sure.
No, I'm a high enough level.
Okay.
I basically, you're just gonna feel a cool wind wrap around you, Veldren, and you're gonna pop out of existence and pop into existence 30 feet closer.
Yeah, Veldren, you're like, this is too far. I wouldn't be able to catch up to her. She's got a head start on me. This is a problem. I gotta,
And suddenly
and
I'm
then
over
suddenly you are a
Sybil.
lot closer. Suddenly you suddenly blink and you're so much closer than you thought you were. And you're like, wait, I can make this. Go for the attack.
Smell.
Make me an attack roll.
I'm gonna just try to like wrap my spindly little arms around.
Make an attack roll to see if you can. So I'm
Sybil
guessing
has
you're trying to
the arms.
grapple to make her speed
Yeah,
0.
I'm trying to grab. I think I would try to
Okay.
grapple.
Make me.
So like
yeah,
it's an
make me
attack roll.
Attack roll, yeah, I believe.
Unarmed,
Or grapple,
unarmed
yeah.
attack roll.
Aridia
What is
faith
grapple?
farted you closer.
Wait, actually, how does grapple work? Is grapple a contested strength or is it attack roll?
Hang on, I'm pulling it up right now.
You have to hit
It depends on.
first.
Okay.
It depends on it depends on the rules you want to go for. It is either if it's 2014 rules, it is either opposed strength like athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
On the side of like Sybil would be able to choose acrobatics if she wished. If we're doing 2024 rules, I would have to make an attack roll.
Okay, in that case,
I would just make-
do contested strengths.
Okay.
But I
Sybil
get to
can
make
choose
it-
acrobatic. You can choose
Okay.
acrobatics if you prefer.
Yep.
Neither are
I-
good. I'm not a healthy individual.
Oh no, Jay, no. Let me guess. Veldren natural 1, Sybil natural 20.
I got a
Okay.
natural 19.
Oh,
-1.
Why couldn't I get that for
natural
the
1.
intelligence?
Negative one.
Negative
Negative
1. So natural
grab-
1. Natural 1
you-
-2.
You try and wrap your arms around Sybil, and she just pulls herself effortlessly out of your arms and just keeps running. You literally fall to the fucking ground. You are now prone as she just
Yeah.
dashes off ahead of you. This
Yeah.
extra speed you're not used to as she's cast a spell upon herself.
Aridia.
Sybil, question mark. When you cast Longstrider on yourself, did you roll?
I did. I rolled an 8, so DC
Okay.
3 now.
So DC 3 now. Okay. Yep. How long does Longstrider last?
An hour.
An hour. Okay. Yep. Sybil is running. Sybil,
fast.
at this point, you've probably, because you're going as fast as you can, you've probably covered about a third of the distance between here and the ship.
No, that's not gonna work. Never mind.
Okay.
The rest
I
are not
can't-
far behind. Actually,
do it.
it'd probably be actually no, probably be about 2/3 at this point. Yeah, you're getting closer to the ship. You're real speedy. Everyone's trying to desperately catch up to you.
All I can do is keep going.
I'm still running.
This
Can I? Well, bonus
Oh.
action, face step closer, and then I'm gonna pull one
Okay.
of my 2 daggers that are in my boots, and I'm gonna whip one of my daggers at
Okay.
Sybil.
Sure. Yeah, you face step closer. You throw your dagger. Make an attack roll.
We're burning everything. That's my second.
We gotta keep track of my distance. I don't know how fast I can
It's like a DC 19 or 20.
do it. I have to roll so high.
Okay. I can add +6, 19 to hit. That's gonna hit you.
19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
19 hits. Okay, Sybil, make me. You feel damage as you feel like a dagger kind of cut into you. You feel this pain, but is it enough to overcome this voice in your mind, this driving force? Roll me intelligence saving throw.
That's 7 points of damage. I'm so sorry.
7 points of damage. Yep.
That's
That's
the
another
first
way you
damage
could stop Sybil if you reduce Sybil to 0.
That's the first damage she's taken in the entire campaign.
It's friendly fire. No. Okay.
That's
A 9. Nothing is going to stop you from saving your mother.
You gotta
This
save
ship-
Mama.
There's someone in this ship, and you have to
Okay.
help her. You
Okay.
keep going.
Am I gaining? Am I
Okay.
gaining like an advantage? Am I getting far enough away from people to like not
this way.
get hurt?
You're going extra fast. I mean, yeah, you're with the extra
I
like
can keep
you're
up
going
with
because
you.
everyone's base speed is 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
So dashing would be 60. Veldren, you can cunning action, so yours is 90. Sybil, yours is yours is 90, right? Wait, no, yours is 80,
80.
right? Because you've got 40. So Veldren is the only one that can keep up with you, and it takes time. But currently, Veldren is prone, so Veldren, you have to take half your movement to get up.
Yeah. Can I
And
get half my
then-
movement to get up? Can I like go far enough where I'm ahead of them?
I will say, if you are just continuing to sprint to try and catch up, and
Yeah.
everyone else is sprinting to catch up, you can reach Sybil. You are at the ship now. You cross the dirt, starts to this flat land starts. You see kind of the gouged earth as you start to step over it. This giant ship made of this alien flesh crashed into the dirt. You see
Yeah.
openings, almost like holes in the side of the ship, and you see Sybil going straight towards this kind of open gouge in the side. But you are able to reach her almost like as she's about to take her first step onto this ship. But you reach her. What are you doing? The rest of you are maybe like 60 feet behind.
No, I would have left my bag. I wouldn't have my bag, so I wouldn't have my rope.
Mm-hmm. It's a mile back that way.
Hannah, I have a horrible question. Oh
Mhm.
no!
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't want to ask this question, B.
Are you
Yep.
gonna try to knock me out?
No.
Mhm.
I know. So I cast Identify on the bracelet, and
Yes.
I know how they work.
Okay.
Is there a command to activate them?
You wouldn't know what it was if there was.
Okay. Well, the spell says I know how to use it.
You know how to use it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know that it requires an incantation to use it. You do not know
Okay.
what the incantation is.
Okay.
It's like that's like you going, oh, I know specifically how this lock works. I still don't have the key.
I just thought I'd try.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna make another strength chart.
Okay.
I'm gonna make another strength
Contested
chart.
strength checks as Sybil takes this first step up onto the ship, and in this moment having to stop to climb. You're able to just wrap your arms around her in this moment, but are you able to hold on? Contested strength checks.
Did we get inspiration at the beginning of this?
We did not.
We did
I
not.
checked.
But
10.
chat, if you want to give inspiration, now is the time.
10.
10?
Okay, I got a 10 too.
10? You both got 10?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to reroll.
Okay, reroll.
Well, I'm just saying,
rollies.
Lissa just donated.
Rollies, and you can have it. You can have your inspiration on the rollies, Jay.
Okay. It's just straight roll?
Straight roll, but you can add your inspiration.
Okay, which one of you are going to bless me today? Which one of you? Harlan die? Not Harlan die. Not Harlan. I don't know why I even asked.
Nah, balls to the ball. Roll the Harlan die.
Fuck it.
I got a 20 total.
20 total.
14, even with
14.
the inspiration.
Sybil, you feel these arms wrap around you. Someone is trying to hold you back, but you're so close now. You can hear her. She's just inside. And you pull yourself free of whoever is trying to hold you back, and you step up onto this ship surface. It feels strange beneath your feet, this metal that you're not used to. You kind of have to balance yourself, but you are able to step inside.
If I had a
I
nickel for
follow.
every sorcerer I had that dealt with mind flayers early on in the campaign.
Well, it was nice knowing Sybil while we could.
I know she had a really cool backstory.
Bishop is also headed straight there.
Oh, I know.
Aridia, you have to stop Bishop.
Also,
Yeah,
Jay,
I
I was
would
like,
say
your
you
thing
inspiration.
resolves. I go for my brother.
Bishop, what is your movement?
Oh, 30.
30?
Yeah.
Okay. Aridia, what's
Yeah.
yours?
Also 30.
Do you
And I'm
have
gonna
more face step?
No, I've used both.
You've used both? Okay. Make me, both of you make me, I'm trying to think. Just like if you would be able to keep pace, what kind of roll would that be?
Dexterity?
Constitution.
Yeah,
Con,
make me
probably.
con checks, actually. Both of you make me con checks to see who can hold out the longest.
Bet.
Fucking where were you?
22.
22?
Natural 20 for a 23.
Oh!
God.
Bishop is just able to outpace you.
Oh my
Veldren, as you see Sybil kind of get up and kind of run inside, you see Bishop, he kind of almost runs past you, climbing on and just like combat rolling and just runs after Sybil inside as they both disappear inside the ship.
I follow. Without a second
Following?
thought, I fucking follow.
Okay. Yep.
Wait. Raising my hand. Can
Yes.
I do something?
What
Could
are
I
you gonna
silver
do?
barbs Bishop?
Oh, he would be within range. Yep. Bishop, reroll.
Reroll.
Oh, come on. Do we have
This is
inspiration
just
for
Lydia to
Bishop?
catch up.
No, but what
Oh,
have you
this is you want Bishop to roll lower.
Oh, that's right. This isn't the
You want
intelligence
low right
save.
now?
Sorry.
Roll.
Roll
Roll,
with Bishop.
Tom.
What was
What is
Aridia? What did you roll? What was yours?
22.
22. Okay. Tom.
It was it a net 20?
Say it, Tom.
What was it?
Say it, Tom.
Thomas Bud.
Say it, Tom. Say it.
I hate my luck.
No, say it, Tom.
I hate this. I honestly hate this.
What was it?
Say it, Tom.
23 again.
Okay.
23. So that's would you just get another natural 20? Jesus
I hate
Christ! Oh,
I hate
Oh.
this.
Would Astra be
Okay.
able to try something? Because she's been.
yes.
It's got a range. Look, it's
Okay.
got a range of 120 feet.
Okay, absolutely.
Please
Yeah.
hit him
What's
with
the
it.
spell?
Do
What are you trying to do?
It's Starry Wisp. It does a D8 of damage, just to try to make that save. It's like
Okay.
a really toned down guiding bolt.
Sure. Yeah. Who are you doing
Okay.
it on? Sybil or
Bishop.
Bishop? Bishop. Okay.
She would be Bishop. That's only a 14 to hit.
Does not hit. It hits the side of the ship. The guiding bolt hits the kind of fleshy outside, and just part of it just kind of falls off, falling to the ground with just a splat. But
I should have had her doing
Bishop.
that this whole time.
Bishop makes his way inside. Veldren, you said you're going after them.
Yeah, and can I give my inspiration from Silvery Barbs to Sybil?
Yes.
Well, not inspiration from. Yeah, I get to give advantage to someone on their next roll.
And someone on the next roll. You giving it to Sybil?
Yeah, I'm giving it to Sybil.
Okay. Yep. Okay. In that case, Sybil, as you are the fastest, you step inside this ship, this alien ship. You look around these long hallways of kind of circular shape. Again, just this same kind of pinky red flesh. You see these doors, kind of made of the same material, kind of some of them half open, half closed. You continue following the voice, and you round a corner, and you see almost like a fallen beam, and you look down, and you see her there, lying trapped under this beam. You see your mother looking up at you, tears in her eyes. Sybil, please, I'm stuck. You need to get me out.
Okay, what are you doing here?
I'll explain everything. I just need you to get me out.
Okay. I'll
closer.
try.
You're moving closer to her?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the beam.
Okay. Yeah.
I know what this is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't.
You move closer. Bishop, as the next person in, you round the corner, you see Sybil walk over, trying to lift this beam. You see Aridia trapped under this beam. She looks up at you, the same tears in her eyes. She's like, Mother, I'm so sorry. Please, I can't lift it. I need your help. And you just, yeah. What are you running to help Sybil as she's going to try and lift this?
Yep. And
Yeah. Okay.
I'm finally running in bonus action Form of Dread.
Okay.
Now that it's there.
You activate your Form of Dread, yep. And you head on over and you start trying to you get closer to this thing, to your sibling. And you start trying to lift this beam together with Sybil.
And I'm gonna, as I do that, I'm gonna cast a spell to try and help move this beam. I don't know if it'll really work the way it's intended, but it could. Who knows? I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar.
I don't know how that would help.
It tentacles come out, tendrils of dark energy,
they're
maybe help
spectral.
moving the beam.
I don't think they can physically move things. I think they're spectral, I'm afraid. It's not a spell that specifically moves things. All they would do is just kind of slap against the beam. They wouldn't really. I don't think that would really help in this situation. But yeah, the two of you together. Yeah. Who has the highest strength score here of you two?
Probably Sybil.
I'm so sorry. My Discord crashed, and so I couldn't hear anything.
Oh no!
Tom, I think your mic's off.
Oh no!
No, my mic is on.
No, it was me. My Discord
you're good.
down.
You're so good. You're so good. Yeah. Basically, the two of you are going to lift this beam together.
Yeah.
Who has the highest strength score of the two of you?
I have a 10.
A 10?
Oh, damn! I do have the higher strength score.
Oh, you have
11.
11. Okay, 11. All right, Bishop, make me a strength check with advantage.
Okay. I am not using my Astra dice that rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. Okay. With advantage, that is a straight 19.
19. Yeah, okay. At this point, Veldren, with your extra speed, you spin around the corner, following the sounds and the voices. This whole time, I will say, you've been ignoring it because you know it's not real. but you can still hear his voice.
Yeah,
It's
I
in
know.
your mind, and it's warped, and it's wrong, and you know it's not him, but you still hear it. And you round this corner, and you hear him talking to these two, like telling him, I just need you to lift it off me so I can get free. And everything will be okay. Everything will be fine. And you turn the corner, and you see Sybil and Bishop lifting this beam, and you look, and you see a creature that, when standing, would probably be about 8 feet tall. Deep purple skin, carapace armor of some kind, long clawed fingers, a face of tentacles, 2 yellow alien eyes, a long swollen head. It looks at you, kind of cocks its head. And Bishop, you are able to successfully, with Sybil's help, lift this beam off your sibling.
Can I
I
speed forward and stab it while it's still on the ground?
The beam is lifted. It starts to get up. You can try and dash forward. Yes. Make me
Would
an
I
attack
have
roll.
it?
Do you still have your dagger?
I have my rapier.
Okay. Yep. You pull your rapier and you go to stab it. Go for it.
Would I have advantage because it's getting up off the ground still?
I'm it technically
Getting
has
above the
2 allies
ground.
within 5 feet of it, but sure. Yeah, you.
That wouldn't
Yep.
stop the advantage from going through.
Okay. Yeah.
Flanking doesn't work to offset advantage.
I see a hand from Bishop.
I just want to say, because Form of Dread, it does need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
It does. It's your ally.
Yeah.
It also only does that when you hit it with an attack.
Oh yeah, it does only do when I
Mhm.
hit. Thank you, sis.
I played one for a very long time. I'm very familiar with your subclass.
I think
What is
without no, I haven't rolled yet. I think
I thought you
without thinking, Veldren blitzes forward, rapier out in hand, whispers a few words under his breath as he casts Booming Blade onto it. The blade starts to vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
26 does
Yeah.
hit. Yes.
I get sneak attack because I had advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remind myself how much that is. I haven't used it in a minute. Extra 2d6 damage plus rapier damage. God. 23 points of piercing damage.
23. Very
Mhm.
good. Very, very good. Let me just do some things. 23.
It's
Okay.
out of their heads.
Okay. With that, Sybil and Bishop, as you see Veldren runs forward, and for Sybil, you see Veldren run forward and just stab your mother. For Bishop, you see Veldren run forward and just stab Aridia. They scream out in pain, but the scream sounds a little strange. I need you both to make me intelligence saving throws again.
Advantage for Sybil because
Advantage for
words.
Oh yeah,
Silver
because you
words.
did. Yeah, because you gave advantage. You gave advantage, so you didn't technically roll to lift. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna video this just because my rules have been so stupid.
I'm also gonna video this.
Please, please.
That's a nat 20. That's a nat 20.
Natural 20. Okay, very good.
Let's turn it on. Oh shit!
You
why
did
is the flash
also before. Yeah, Bishop. Sorry. Actually, Bishop, you do have inspiration. 2 more inspirations just came in. 1 for Sybil, and I'm assuming 1 is for Bishop. Yes, 1 for Bishop, 1 for Sybil. Thank you, chat. Chat, this is not where I expected this to go. This is not where I expected the session to go. I'm gonna be so real. Oh, I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't we all though?
Bishop get?
Let's see.
You can add your d6, by the way. for
Yep,
your- for
I
your
just
spell.
rolled my d6, took a video and everything. So, 25.
25.
Thank you, Bishop.
You both have this moment where you see Veldren stab this person you care so much about for your individual reasons. But the scream that you see, they contort in pain, their faces look up at you, contorted in pain, but the scream that comes out isn't them. Something's wrong. It's this horrible, piercing sound in your mind. You have to force your eyes closed, and when you open them again, you look down at this creature as it pulls itself to its feet, and you see it for what it really is. An 8-foot-tall, purple-skinned, tentacle-faced monster. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Away.
All right.
Let's go. Wait a minute.
Okay. This is wild, y'all. I did not expect this to go here.
Hey, neither did I.
Okay. Veldren.
16.
16. Sybil.
12.
12. Aridia.
20.
20. For Astra.
Astra got. Oh, Astra did very good. Astra got a 21.
21.
Bishop also
and
got a 21.
Bishop 21. Who has the higher dex?
Probably. So they have a 16.
I also have a 16. That's right. We rollies.
Rollies.
All right, rollies.
I got a nat 20.
Oh,
Why
I got a 9.
okay.
Why now?
I don't know.
Astra,
I don't know.
Astra, why now? They
21.
could go on a guiding bolt.
Okay. Okay. Oh man. Okay. And then I gotta roll.
Oh, I got chills.
Whose dex is higher? Gotta double check real quick, y'all. Sorry, I gotta. Oh boy. Oh, this is not where I expected this to go, but I am so here for it.
We're gonna
Dex
die.
is- Their dex
We're
is a
gonna
plus
run.
1.
We're gonna run, I think you mean. I think
Aridia's not running.
Neither is
Aridia,
Bishop.
I'm going to
We're here
choke
now.
you out. Aridia, I'm
Bishop
going to
is not
choke you
running. Are
out.
you kidding?
Okay, so in that case, first up, it is Astra. Astra rounds this corner, last into the room, but first to react as you see this creature standing next to your friends, looks at you, this alien monster. You've never seen anything like this before, but it fills you with fear.
I gotta
do you
get
do?
into character. Hang on.
Oh my god, is Jet in the room with us right now?
Wait. Oh my god. Mark it on your bingo cards, everybody.
Anyways, okay. So now that I've lip gloss over my matte lips,
Mhm.
I'm gonna. Astra's gonna stay as far away as possible while still maintaining sight of the mind flayer.
Mhm.
And is going to use one of the star map's guiding bolts And
Okay.
let me see. Let me see. Starry form is a bonus action. So bonus action, starry form, archer. And so that's set up for next ones. But let's try to hit with a guiding bolt. Okay, that's a 20 total to hit.
20. Hits.
Okay,
Roll
okay.
damage.
Oh no, that's not good. Oh, that's so bad.
Mhm.
That's 6 radiant damage.
Six.
I rolled 3 ones and a 3.
Oof.
Next attack gets advantage, though.
Yeah, next attack gets advantage, and that's what matters.
Okay, cool. Yep. Is that everything for Astra? Has Astra got more she can do?
If Astra can like duck back behind like the wall of like the doorway to get like cover,
Mhm.
then
Yeah,
then
she's
it
absolutely
is
able
their
to.
movement to do that.
She's able to break line of sight with the mind flare. Absolutely, yes.
Wonderful. That's exactly what I want.
Okay. Next up, then Bishop. Orb of Dread is already up,
Yep.
and you are standing next to this thing. As it just
Mhm.
turns and looks at you, this thing that imitated your sibling, who now stands, you see, across the room, looking terrified of where you are. What do you do?
Well, first thing that happens is that those red Scalara of rage and anger that were
Mhm.
that Aridia saw before, that's we're calling it a comeback tour.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna first use my bonus action to cast Hex on it.
What are you giving it? What do you give it? Remind me what Hex does in terms. It gives you disadvantage
Gives
on
the
checks.
gives the creature disadvantage on a ability.
Oh yes,
an
on an
ability
ability
check
check.
of my
Okay.
choice.
Yep. Which one are you
Mm, let's go with Dexterity,
Dexterity. Okay.
just for the
Sure.
fun of it,
Absolutely.
and then
Incredible. Very good. Mhm.
Stabby stab.
Stabby stab. All right. Make me an
I'm
attack roll.
going ham on this bitch.
Remember, you have advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Oh, I remembered.
Mhm.
That is, in fact, a 23.
23 hits. Roll damage.
So that is 2d6. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so sorry. I just remembered a thing, and now I have to read over this. What does? That's not until 5th level. Okay. I had to read over Green Flame Blade. Okay. So
Mhm.
that is. Let's go. That is 10 points of slashing damage
10 points of slashing damage. Very good.
and 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Very good. Very, very good. You hit this thing, you cut into it, and you take a deep gash out of this thing. It's kind of carapace armor, almost seeming more of a ceremonial thing than protecting it. It just cuts straight through. This kind of oozy black blood drips out of it. And it just, you hear this kind of screeching sound in your mind as it just,
Yep.
but it
just
still stands.
Just gonna
But
look it in the eyes
that
and
did a lot to it. It is looking pretty fucked up from that.
just gonna look it in the eyes and say,
Mhm.
"You don't leave here alive tonight."
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that is the end of my turn, and that's what it feels like to drive a Ford F-150.
Okay. Next up, it is the Mind Flayer's turn.
That is for our editor, everybody.
Oh.
Okay. It looks to all of you around it, it holds up a hand, and a psionic blast sets out from its hand in a
Help.
60-foot cone.
Yeah.
Everyone is within that range. Each creature in the range, I need you all to make me intelligence saving throws.
I'm good at those. I'm good at those. Okay. Natural 20. 26.
19 for 21.
Dirty for 20.
20?
Or not 20 for 20. Jesus, it's been a day.
Does Astra have any inspiration?
Astra would
I
have-
don't think so.
I don't think so. Wait. Yeah.
No, because Jet's
I
not
give Astra-
here.
Can I
Can I
give
give Astra my inspiration?
As you are controlling the player, I will let you use it. As you are controlling the character, I will let you use it, but only you.
Okay, then I will
Only you.
I will make sure to redeem that inspiration in chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 22 for Astra. It was a 17.
17? Okay. Did anyone roll below a 15?
Oh yeah.
Oh!
What did you
Yeah,
get?
I got a oh gosh, well, I got a 8.
An
I
8?
broke your streak. I'm so sorry. I ruined it for you.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay. Well, that's okay, that's a little better. So that's I have to do math now.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's all good.
We have to run. Guys, we have to run.
Nah, we're fine.
You motherfuckers. I swear.
I'm so sorry. There's
looked at
so
me.
much
You
backstory
looked at
reason.
me in the eye.
It's an
You
I
looked
know.
at me as I was going to be the
We cannot
problem.
run.
It's the
But we're here now.
We're here now.
You said I was going to be the problem. I saw
Listen.
you. I saw everyone in chat. I saw everyone in chat blaming me.
Okay.
Listen, bestie. We're here
Sybil.
now.
Yes.
This psionic blast, you're still stunned from the fact that this was your mother calling to you. You've never dealt with anything like this before, and just stood almost directly in this thing's range, its hand almost directly next to your face, as it just lets this blast out as you take 27 psychic damage.
I'm
And you
down
are
because
stunned.
No,
for
I'm
a
down.
minute.
No,
I'm down.
because I
You're down?
oh
I'm down.
Oh,
Do you have any
Because
active
I
runes?
took
Do you have any
damage.
active do you have any active runes for casting spells or anything? Or
Not at the moment because
okay.
I wouldn't have had it on the entire night.
Okay.
the rest of you take half of
Yeah.
27.
Okay.
Half to 13.
After 13, you will take 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
Can I use my reaction?
What's your reaction?
Hellish Rebuke, baby.
As it hits you, yeah, you can absolutely do that.
So, dexterity saving throw from tentacle mouth.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw? Okay. Oh, and
Yes,
it
please.
has, it's saving throw, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
That is dexterity saving throw. Does it not have a... Okay. That's a 9.
That is a fail.
It's a fail. All right, roll me that damage.
That is. Ooh, hello.
That
That is 17 points of fire damage.
17.
Yes.
Damn. That's good. Yeah, you blast this thing again, this just rage taking over you, Bishop. You've wanted vengeance against something like this for so long. You've wanted this opportunity, and you just let it burn as it dares to lay hands on you. You burn this thing, you scorch its side and its face. The hand that it held out to cast this ability just crackles and burns as it just pulls the arm back, gripping it as it is just a charred mess. But it still stands.
What question, real fast? Because I was
Yes.
reading over things. for Hex. It just
Yes.
says
It's on attack
You-
rolls.
Attack
Yep.
rolls, yeah.
it doesn't say attack rolls. Oh wait, it says when you hit it with an attack, not attack rolls.
It would be so. This would not be an attack. This is a spell.
Yeah, you have to
A
roll to
saving
hit.
throw is not an attack.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not a like a
I
roll
just-
to hit.
Just,
It's very
when you-
yeah. It's very wishy washy,
Yeah.
but that is how it is meant to be
Okay.
worded.
Cooly Wooly.
Oh wait, hold on. He has advantage. Never mind. That's a 17 actually. So it would take half of that because it passes,
Yep.
right? Sorry, I
Yep.
forgot it has
That passes.
advantage on saving
It's
throws against
magical-
against
on
spells
magical
or other magical effects.
We need to
Oh,
go.
So,
right.
sorry, how much damage was that again? Remind me.
Go.
It was 17, so
17.
that would
So half
be,
of that would be
8.
8.
Eight.
So it gets
Is
8.
it rounded up or down?
Down.
Yeah,
8.
So the 8. Yep. So it gets 8 back from that. Cool. All right. Yep. But you still hit it pretty bad.
I've set up the alley oop for my
Next.
sister.
Next up, Aridia. Your mind is still reeling from this attack,
I think it
but you
weirdly-
stand. Sybil is down.
I know.
Bishop
Hey.
has a rage in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I can fix you in a minute. I am so hyper focused on this creature,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and I would not have left camp without my sword, so I am going to draw swords.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna point the one that my deity had blessed way back when, and I'm just gonna point it straight at this mind flayer, and I'm gonna bonus
Mhm.
action use my vow of enmity on it.
Ooh, what does that do?
So
Good things.
it does very nice
Oh, I'm not
things.
muted.
Basically for the next minute, I will have advantage on all of my attacks on it until it hits 0 or it dies.
Okay.
Just double checking that I don't get anything else from it. So many new things, you guys. Yeah, I have advantage on attack rolls for a minute until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Okay.
So, in Draconic, basically it's just a promise of you're not leaving the ship, and then I'm gonna step forward and I'm gonna swing.
Okay. Make your attacks.
Which dice to use? Okay. 20 and a natural 1.
Oh! Nat 20 though. Nat 20 though.
There's
That's my
balance.
fucking
With a
sister.
smite.
It's a
You
world.
have
okay.
smites, remember. You have smites.
I am.
and they're
I am gonna divine
maximized.
smite. Okay, I'm gonna
So
divine
remember,
smite.
it's max the die and then
Okay.
roll again. So whatever you would get, maximize that and then roll.
Give me like 2 seconds to just add on
Mhm.
my calculator because I'm an idiot.
I got you. Give me the dice.
No, I got
What
it.
are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm already on it. We're in it now.
Let her cook. Let her cook.
I'm waving away fucking Stephanie.
I'm like so locked in.
I want you all to know, Jasper's going to come back and be like, "What happened? What?
Okay.
One session."
We
Yep.
blame Hans in this household.
We do. We blame Hans. We're gonna get back and Ezra and Selger are gonna see us and go, "What in the fuck?"
What in darnation?
Double checking I'm not missing anything. Okay. 44 points of damage, a mix.
44
Nice.
points of damage.
a mix of
You told me it's
piercing and radiant as I stab through, and my sword is technically considered magical, if that makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hi.
You just put everything behind this swing. You think about your new oath. Your oath of vengeance against creatures like this. And you swing. Aridia, how do you want to do this?
It's I know in my head it is not the other mind flare, but there is a moment where that is all Aridia can think is like that night
Mm-hmm.
in the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And she just drives the sword forward and up, and it kind of goes like through the front of the throat and then out like the base of the skull in the back, and it's just a perfect like step and stab forward.
Yeah, you just drive everything behind this. You almost hear your patron deity's voice in your mind. Strike true. And you step forward and just straight through the face, straight through the tentacles, out the other side, straight through its brain. It doesn't even have time to let out a sound. Its body just goes limp. And you pull the blade out as it drops to the ground. Dead. You use your bonus action, you use your action, you use your movement.
That's what I got!
Okay. In that case, Veldren, it's your turn. We are still in initiative currently.
Yeah, I'm running over to Sybil to like stop whatever like
Okay.
to like basically do a medicine check of like
Yeah.
she's gone down.
Try and
It's
look
like
her
I
over.
have
You
to help her.
try and see. You've never dealt with this. There is no physical wound aside from the inflicted one from Aridia.
Well, is this similar to something I've seen before? In a way?
Similar? No, you've not seen anything like this before.
No wound, but dying through. It just sounds very similar to something you described in our session 0.5.
Okay.
So I think I just dive and I'm gonna make a medicine check to try to stabilize her.
Okay, try and make me a medicine check then, yeah.
That's a 10. Which
10.
I think is the DC that's needed to stabilize someone.
Hang on, let me double check. Action for DC of 10. If you succeed, yep. So you got exactly what you needed. So you almost think back and you kind of almost see like you have this moment. You see almost like blood trickle out of Sybil's nose for a moment, and you do think back to that time, and you think, no, not again, not like this, not like this. And you just, what would you do? You just describe what would Veldren do to fix this. You succeed, but what would you do RP-wise?
I think after that moment had happened, Veldren did a lot more research on and maybe how to kind of stop this. And first he's going to kind of stop the breathing. And then, not the breathing, stop the blood flow. Stop the blood flow from the nose.
Sybil off.
And
This is
so sorry.
I'm coming.
And I think he uses almost like a modified like mage hand / booming blade to cause vibrations in his hands to almost like onto the heart, like okay, and basically just to get the rhythm back and the breathing to start again.
Yeah, you are able to do that, and you successfully. It takes you a minute. There is a long minute where you all stand watching Veldren do this. Aridia and Bishop, you still feel this almost rage and almost driveness. You're looking at this creature. Even though it is dead, it takes your entire focus just long enough as you look over and then almost break away from that as you see Sybil lying there dying as Veldren desperately tries to keep her alive. Astra runs over, not quite sure what to do, kind of holds Sybil's hand, just like looking at you, Veldren, just as you're trying to do this, and you take a minute, and then you kind of put an ear to Sybil's mouth, and you do get the faintest breath as Sybil is stabilized.
Okay.
Sybil is at 0, but is stable.
Do we want me to heal her?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna pump all 15 of my lay on hands into Sybil, and it's just like I
Okay.
just very gently like brush her hair away from her forehead, and as I do, it leaves just like the faintest trail of like a hunter's green magic, like very earthy and natural, and it's just gonna kind of fade into you. You feel that pain in your head lessen a bit.
Neither of you were planning on running, were you?
It would
Even
not
after
be.
Sybil went down.
It would not be the first one that I had killed, so no.
That's not what I'm asking. You weren't planning on running even after Sybil had gone down, is that correct?
No,
Um,
but it would have bought you time to get her out.
And leave you to possibly die as well? The Lucky was weakened.
I've fought alone for a very long time, Veldren. It is okay. It is what I'm trained to do.
You weren't fighting with logic there, Aridia. Both of you, I overheard your conversation. If neither of you are careful, more people will die. Because you wanted to stay.
I never wanted to be down here in the first place, Veldren.
But you wanted to stay.
Once there was a fight and once that thing was here and alive and messing with everyone, yes. I did want to stay.
Very interesting.
I know what my capabilities are, Veldren.
But you don't know ours. You may be used to fighting alone, but that is different than fighting with people.
I know. I would not.
I'm just worried that this will happen again and that someone will get hurt. That I'm not doing this out of anger. I'm doing this out of worry that someone here will get hurt again.
People are always going to get hurt, Veldren.
And we can take steps to stop that.
We can't just run from a fight.
Why? That's all I'm asking for.
Because I spent 150 years running, and it still caught up to me in the end. It is better just to put a stop to it when you can.
She'll like tuck her hair behind her ear that is missing as she says that.
Those things, they will not stop. They keep coming and they keep wanting to. You were not there when they came before. You don't know.
No, but I'm here now. Just because you've been alive for longer does not mean I know less than you do. I am worried. That is it. I am worried. I saw the looks in both of your eyes, and I'm worried that you will get caught up in the moment and not see what is happening around you.
That is true. I made a calculated choice, Veldren, as someone who has seen quite a few fights. It was better to try and stop it than to take the time to heal Sybil right away. I'm sorry that she got hurt. But I stand by my choice to fight.
And it is your choice. I'm just making all the variables known.
I know. If it was something that I could have stopped from getting to her, I would have, just like I did with Astra. But that type of attack, there's nothing that I can do to defend any of you.
Sybil, are you okay?
Yeah.
Sybil, your head hurts. It's like the worst migraine you've ever had in your life. Your head is aching.
Yeah. Yeah, can we go?
Yes, let's.
You know, Jay, it's ironic you use the phrase "don't see what's around you." Bishop did not join that conversation.
Okay.
Oh, I had noticed.
Okay, because Bishop is currently curb stomping this thing's head.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll kind of like motion to Bishop, to Aridia, letting our emotions control us. Come, let's go. Let's go back to Camp Sybil and back up.
So, as you're kind of now more kind of aware, less of following the others and more kind of looking around, what is everyone's passive investigations?
18. 18.
14. But
12.
Astra's is 11.
Okay. Veldren,
Yes.
as you're saying that, as you say, we should leave, you kind of almost like take a proper look around the room for the first time as you've entered it. You came pretty far into this ship. You had to chase for quite a while through a few hallways to get here. And you look around, and you seem to have reached almost like a center point of this ship. You see a few it's hard to understand the mechanics of it because it's so alien, but it does seem to be almost like a center point of this ship. And you see kind of in the far end of the room a few kind of like almost glass, you think, kind of pods of sort. They appear to be empty from what you can see. They glow with a kind of purplish light, but you don't see anything inside them. And they're kind of dotted around the room. And then at the far end, you see an And as you look, you see a humanoid shape floating inside. So you see.
Is it like a... Are the... Question about the pods. Are all of the pods like 8 feet tall? Are they are they like tall
They're
enough
like-
to house mind flayers?
They could be. But they appear to be empty. They just have kind of a you with your 18, you can see that they are empty. I'm not gonna trick you. They are empty. But they still glow. But the red one, that is almost an orb shape and is in the center with a humanoid shape that does not look like a mind flayer.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be occupied by something.
Sybil, keep going. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure it's not someone that needs help. Okay?
Okay. Do you need backup?
I will be fine. I
Okay,
promise.
because you just gave like a really intense lecture about emotions and things. And
If you or Astra would like to come with me, I'm just worried about you.
I'm okay.
And my lecture was more about looking out for the safety of others. You can come with me if you wish.
Okay, just because I don't have a good feeling about this.
Neither do I, but it could be someone in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, step closer, not touching anything.
You walk further into the room, kind of walking towards the. I'm assuming you're approaching the kind of orb
Mhm.
tank.
Yeah, I'm also looking out for any kind of like records of any kind, of maybe like of any kind of experiments that maybe they've tried to do on the ship.
Okay. You look. Make me. So now that you're kind of actively looking, are you looking? So are you looking for records, or are you looking at the?
I'm mostly looking at this.
itself?
I'm mostly looking at the person.
You're looking at the person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You approach, and make me an investigation check, because you kind of, it's almost like from a distance, it's kind of, because it's in this kind of, it's almost like backlit a little bit, so it's kind of like you can
Mhm.
see human shape, but you're like kind of squinting, trying to make out the details.
27.
27.
Yeah,
Okay.
19. 19
You
plus, 19
look
plus 8.
inside, and kind of how sorry, this is not me trying to, how like closer would Veldren get to this?
He's not touching it.
He's not touching it, but he's getting pretty close so we can look.
He's getting as close as he needs to without touching it.
Okay. Yeah, you get pretty close to this glass and you look inside. And at first you think it's maybe a human or an elf. And you look closer and the limbs are a little more extended. The face kind of slender, the nose pressed up a little, green skin, kind of with kind of black dots across the skin, pointed ears, kind of almost graying hair, kind of tied back, and kind of like locks across the head, eyes closed. The form is pretty much nude, but it does seem to have some sort of kind of garment around it. So it's not they're not completely naked. They do appear to be masculine in form, kind of a muscular body, despite being kind of thin and spindly. Still, you can see like muscles beneath the skin. Kind of a set jaw, eyes closed, almost almost like a almost troubled look on its face, kind of almost in like a frown, but appears to be unmoving as it kind of floats. You've never seen a creature like this before.
Mm-hmm. I think I would call over to Aridia and Bishop. Probably about after whatever conversation there, probably about a half. I imagine it's gonna happen. I would go, Aridia, Bishop, you're the experts here. There's someone here.
Okay, I'll go over and I'll take a look as well.
Yeah, you look, and yeah, you see this kind of similar form. You see kind of looking. You see, the jaw. They have kind of almost. Sorry, I'm trying to remember my own description. Yeah, they have like this kind of almost like graying hair across their head, kind of like in kind of locks. A little bit of kind of like facial hair down the face. But yeah, you see this kind of green skin creature. You look and you can make me an investigation check as well to see if you can figure out what this is. See if you've seen anything like this before.
If I'm just going for if I've seen something like it before, history's not any better. I don't know why I'm trying to
It's an investigation.
act like anything would be better. It's a natural one.
Natural one, you've never seen anything like this before. At first you look at it and you go, is that like a wood elf or something? But then you're like, no, that's definitely not it at all. It's almost elven in features, but not at the same time. It's different and alien and not of this world.
I do not think that we had any of these back home.
So they're not a mind flayer spawn or anything
And
like
not
this.
like any that I have seen, no.
Then we should look to free them. If they've been taken captive onto a mind flayer ship, I would think that would mean that they would be at least somewhat of an ally.
We can certainly open the pod and see what happens.
Do I see any kind of release mechanism?
You look next to it and you see you see what looks to be a sort of panel.
Mhm.
You see it's so strange. It looks like it's some sort of console of some kind, but it is all
Mhm.
flesh and tentacles, and it's completely alien. It does seem to be connected to this pod, but it is just completely like, I mean, you can try and make me like a straight up intelligence check to see if you can just figure it out or just press the
raw
right
intelligence?
buttons. But
Raw intelligence.
raw intelligence, yeah.
Come on, you're the smart
Buddy.
one.
22.
22. Veldren, you look this over and you've dealt with mechanics of things before, and this is like completely like you spend some time. You do have to spend some time, I will say.
Mhm.
Do you reckon if you give this some time, you should be able to figure this out? Like to everyone else, you're like, this is just a bunch of random alien shit that just is completely beyond you. But Veldren, you think if you spend some time, there's some logic here. You should be able to figure it out. It'll take time, but
Yeah.
if you were to maybe spend a couple hours here figuring this out, you reckon you would have a good chance at being able to figure it out.
It would take me some time. But I'm certain I could figure this out. It's similar to a few different circuits and theories. I might be able to reverse engineer how it works. It might take me a few hours, though. I'll leave it up to the group to decide.
We need to rest.
You all rest. I'm fine. For now, I am fine. You are correct.
It was about to be my watch anyways. I will sit up with you.
Very well.
So you're wanting to continue the watch here.
Mm-hmm.
Sybil is looking around for notes and things right now.
I will say, just as a reminder, 2 of your allies are currently a mile away.
Can Astra go to them?
Cell and
Ezra.
Ezra did not.
I forgot they
so-
were even with us. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
completely honest.
They are
I
hard to
did
keep
not
track of.
realize they were with us.
Yeah, sorry. I should have mentioned.
You're
they,
good, bestie. You
a
had
lot of things
going on.
happening.
You are
But
so
yeah, they are
good.
not with you currently. But
Can Astra
They're
go check
very
on them?
yeah, Astra can go. Astra. Will, do you want me to get them to come here? Do you want me to bring them here, or like
Nope, go to bed.
you want? Oh, you just want me to go be with
You
them?
want
Are
us
you
to
sure we should
split
split
the
up?
group? You want us to split the group? Aridia. Aridia.
The
I
group
don't
is
want
already
Cell in here.
I cannot agree with this one. I will
But are
stay
you
here.
just going to stay here alone?
Yes.
That is still splitting the group. Your argument is null and void. I am staying with you. That's that.
So am I?
Then
Am
how
I
about-
bringing them here? Or am I going there?
How
and
about
just
the-
being with-
How about if Bishop Astra and Sybil go back to camp?
Okay.
Sybil,
But
you
this-
need to
This is still
rest.
splitting the party.
I have big strong Aridia here.
I
Shield.
killed that mind flayer with a single strike. We got this.
Don't give me that look. Don't look at me like that. It's a very defiant look. It's a very.
Don't you
It's
dare
very
be
like,
defiant.
you're not
Actively
listening
looking.
to me.
I'm actively looking for notes right now, okay?
On the way out, of course.
I just think there might be like books or something.
Do you want to bring the camp here?
I don't
No.
want Cell to be here. She scares me.
I also don't want any.
Still isn't that bad.
Well,
She's right behind me, isn't
She's pretty bad.
Hello.
She is pretty bad.
She's not here.
I really don't think we should split it down the middle. I really don't think it should be
Then have
like...
Astra bring
No.
bring them over here.
you all just need to go back to the camp.
I don't think they're going to listen to us.
I think you need to go back to the camp too, Veldren.
So
I can
my
get this
bringing
person.
them.
Astra goes at the
we-
people.
Okay, I'm bringing them back here unless someone stops
Okay.
me. She just starts walking backwards.
All right.
I'm gonna.
We
Here
can
we
just
go.
leave
Please
the
walk,
people in
Leaving.
the
please walk with
Veldren.
Astra. Someone please walk with
Leaving.
Astra to go back. I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
Bishop, keep an eye on Astra.
Bishop's not listening.
Astra would probably make her way over to you and kind of just like poke you.
It'd be an emotional moment. Oh no.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Bishop will like
Yeah.
kind of like flinch and like turn and like still like that anger that he's
Yeah.
about to say something, but then see it's Astra and it's like yes.
We'll just kind of pull you with her. And yeah. The 2 of you head back to the others. You walk the mile back. It takes you probably a good 20 or so minutes now that you're not sprinting at full speed. But yeah, you get over there. You were able to rouse the others. Sal kind of say, where has everyone gone? What's happening? Ezra kind of like rubs his eyes, like, what? Is it morning?
No, it's not morning just yet.
Oh, where are the others? Where's Sybil? Where's Veldren? Where's Aridia?
Well, they're
Are you okay?
they're okay. They're
Oh,
okay.
thank the gods.
We ran into a little predicament.
You all went and investigated the ship, didn't you?
No, we
Naughty,
didn't.
naughty. Oh, well, I suppose they're all still there, aren't they?
Something brought us, coerced us into going onto the ship.
Yes, make all the excuses you want. She'll just get up and walk past you. Just like, to be perfectly honest, I considered just
quite the
popping
difference
down there
between
myself
the
once everyone was
excuse-
asleep, but you all insisted on taking watches, so.
There's quite the difference between an excuse and the truth, but
Yes, well, end result's the same.
yes, of
Let's
course
go.
they
Let's not keep the
absolutely
others
are.
waiting.
Self, for you specifically, it should be just the best bedroom further in. You might get a little bit lost, but I think you're quite capable. We won't leave you behind.
Oh, please, yes. I would very curious to see what this place is about and how it all works. It's from a time even beyond me. They don't really have these in Ashen Vale. We weren't really involved when everything happened, so quite
No
curious. Oh, you think that was my choice? Please,
No, I
darling,
know
I was born
exactly
well
whose choice
after
it
that.
was.
Well, shall we? She's already leaving.
Yeah. I'm not following her. I'm waiting for Ezra to.
Yeah, Ezra will
Make
pick
sure-
himself up and
Yeah,
pack up
I'll-
the rest of your guys' stuff, and we'll.
Yeah, I'm
start
helping
preparing.
Ezra. She's
Yeah.
fine. She can take care of herself. I'm more
Ezra
concerned.
and
Sweet baby boy.
Astra will help collect everyone else's stuff
Mhm.
as well. So Veldren's bag, everything else, like everything gets picked up and is brought to the ship. As soon
Between
as
the three of us
Stell-
and Cell being
yeah,
Cell.
yeah, as soon as Cell gets to the ship, she does go wandering off a little bit, kind of exploring.
Oh, please, no, don't get lost. How will we ever find
I'll
you?
find my way back. I'm a capable woman, don't you worry.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yes. Curious. Start looking around the place. Ezra looks terrified. He's like, oh, this is an awful place. We really shouldn't be here.
I agree with you there, buddy. But we did handle any threat that was in here, so it should be relatively safe. And there is somebody here who looks like they might be in trouble, from what Astra told me. We're smart ones. Smart one is working on figuring out a way to get them out.
Yeah. You kind of make your way back into the room. Ezra kind of gasps as he sees the ruined corpse of what is left of the mind flayer that you kicked the head
brain
in
pudding
of.
I made.
Yeah, but still the tentacles are very visible. The long body, the slender arms, the clawed hands. He kind of almost like backs away from it. It's like, what the hell is that?
It's a dead body, buddy.
I see that, but is that a mind flare? Is that truly what it is?
Yeah.
We had stories from the invasion. These places are off limits. Oh, we shouldn't be here. This is very illegal. If we get caught here, we'll be in.
If we get caught, but
We'll be in the pit forever.
yeah, well, if somebody does come along, I can talk to them and kind
Don't
of
say you have a way with words. You really don't.
I do. And
No, you don't.
listen
At
here.
all.
You know what? You listen here, and I'll cast disguise self and look like one of the Capitol guards. I think I have a very good way with words. And I'll drop it.
As the image is not a problem. It is the actual words that would. Okay, you could probably do it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but an image to go with the words would help us out.
Of course it would.
Depending on the god that they also send, they would have abilities to detect such illusions. They're used to dealing with magical criminals here.
It's at least a backup plan.
Okay, well, maybe if
Um,
we just do this quickly and then we can get the hells out of here.
I'm working on it.
As you say that, Veldren, you kind of see you faded out. You place your hand. You see this kind of
Mhm.
opening in the space, almost where you think a hand could be placed, and you put your hand in, and it feels nasty. Like you have to put your hand in, and I won't describe it because it's icky. But you put your hand in there, and you have to move things around. You kind of move your hand in specific ways, almost trying to like manipulate a mechanism. And then you finally feel something. You feel bits of the flesh kind of grip onto your arm. You can't pull it back for a moment. You get a little concerned, but then there's kind of a as something seems to activate, and you're able to retract your hand, but the console lights up. And there are two kind of almost two buttons like appear, kind of like almost like growing out of the console, like out of the flesh itself.
Mhm.
They are labeled in an alien language you do not understand. Sybil.
Have I found like any notes in this writing or anything like that?
So there isn't any writing anywhere that you can see, but like looking at the console, looking at these two buttons, you can see, you look at them, and it is in this completely alien language that is just completely beyond comprehension to you, Veldren. But Sybil, with your new ability, it eyes the Runekeeper, yeah? Allows you to read all written language.
Yep.
Yeah. You look at it, and it makes no sense, but then the weird lettering that you assume it was starts to almost rearrange itself in front of your eyes. You kind of blink, and that kind of blue tinge comes over your vision again. And it changes, and you see each button labeled in common. It's kind of almost doing as best of a translation as it can. The left one is labeled erase, and the right one is labeled release. Veldren, you look at these two buttons, and they look identical.
Yeah.
They have weird symbols on them that you can't make, and you have no idea what it is.
I can't quite make out the translation. Does anyone read Mind Flay? Does Sniffle just press the button?
No,
Was
she's
that what that
pointing.
was?
She's
Okay.
pointing to the right one.
Push it.
Can you read this, Sybil?
Yes.
Oh, push it real good.
That one says erase, points to the left one.
I don't
Well,
like that.
something like it. And then that one says release. So don't press the left one.
All right.
Press the
And
left one you said?
press the one. I'll press the one that Sybil says.
You
Says
press the right
release.
one?
Mhm.
Okay.
It was a trick. No.
It might
The
be.
chamber itself seems
What
to
again?
release almost like a gaseous like smoke kind of out of some like vents, kind of like the flesh kind of like opens up and just almost like the pod itself is depressurizing almost. the liquid inside starts to drain outwards.
Draw
And
my
then-
sword just in case.
The creature almost seems to kind of fall onto, like, it kind of like starts like lays in the bottom of the casing itself, kind of almost lying against the back of it, and then the pod opens, and yeah, you just see the body inside. What do you do?
No.
I smack him.
That's one way to go about it.
Bishop, do you actually?
No, of course not.
Okay.
I would like to do. I would like to do like a medicine check. I
Don't
would like
make
to do,
jokes
a
about
medicine
shit like
check.
that.
Like, is this person alive?
Mhm.
Can I
Yeah.
get them awake?
Medicine check? Sure, go for it.
Yeah. 10.
They're stabilized.
Medicine check. Yeah, this thing seems vaguely human, so you're like, okay, I guess I'll check for human vitals. You kind of place your fingers kind of under its neck, kind of, you feel bone there. You kind of like place it against its throat. You do feel a pulse.
Well, they
Alive.
are alive.
I might be able to help.
Of course.
Okay. I'll just walk over slowly, and then I'll place a hand like on their shoulder and cast lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration. Okay. Make me your roll.
12. All good.
12. Good.
DC
So
4.
DC's up to 4 now. Yeah, you cast Lesser Restoration, and you kind of lean back. Nothing seems to happen at first. And as you're kind of just thinking, well, maybe that didn't do anything, the eyes suddenly snap open. The figure seems to grab the sides of the pod itself, launches themselves outwards with extreme speed, launches kind of past the group of you, kind of lands, isn't looking at any of you, kind of just like lands in kind of like combat stance, kind of lifts itself up, turns and looks at the group of you, slowly kind of taking you in one by one. Zek eats Iri.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Bless you.
kind of like looks at the group of you. You say, what did you say, Veldren?
I said, I'm sorry.
Kind of cocks its head at you. What planet is this?
Planet. This is Aegis.
Aegis. What am I doing here?
I'm sorry, are you from the Astral Sea?
Where are we right now? This is
Well-
Nautiloid, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't look like mind flayers, and you don't
No.
seem to be acting like thralls.
Because we are not either.
Hmm.
We just
I mean-
killed the last mind flayer on the ship, so
We
I was
think.
about to say, if you'd like some proof, there's a puddle over there.
It turns
Well, we
and
don't-
looks at the destroyed corpse of the mind flayer. So you know your enemy. Good. Kind of turns and looks at the group of you. Well then, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zydus, cavalry captain of the 3rd Legion of the Githyanki people. And that is where we are going to leave today's session. Okay.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I thought you said we had easy travel day.
Yeah, I had
then Aridia
wholesome
rolled a natural
RP lined
one.
up. That's okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
I want you
We'll
to
get it
know.
later,
I don't want to
bestie.
hear
I
it.
was like, oh yeah, like you guys might see one of these on your travel, but it would be at a
I
far
may have
distance
rolled
and
a
it would not be a
1.
risk. You
I
rolled
may
a
have rolled a
natural one on
1.
survival. Aridia as well. Like, chat.
You rolled a 1, but this
you
was
can't
a
make this
huge
stuff up.
decision. Let's be honest.
I want to kill Rush. I want to
Wrong
kill Rush.
narrative choices.
I told people we should keep going.
No, you did. You did. You did.
I
I'm
wanted
talking
to
about from
travel.
the dice. From the dice.
It was the dice. Oh my gosh, the dice.
Strong
Oh my
narrative
gosh,
choices
the
from the dice.
dice.
Specifically.
Yeah,
rolled
the dice told a story tonight.
Yeah,
My
they
dice
did.
need to realize there's numbers in the middle.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
There was none of that
Please.
today.
Damn. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys hanging out.
Shout
Wow,
out to our
what
2
a-
raids.
what a session. Yes, thank you for the raids. Thank you for everyone who came in. We really appreciate it. If you are new around here, we are oh man. We are the Tales Guild. We stream Tales of Agius every other Wednesday on this channel. We a lot of us also are in our other Wednesday game, which will be starting up very, very soon, Neurolis. Yeah, we do fun actual plays on this channel. It's a wonderful time. But yeah, I guess let's go around and let everyone introduce themselves and say where you can find them. And we'll start with Jay.
Howdy. My name is Jay. You can find me at all of my socials on SEQUO, also known as Sequo. Whether it is TikTok or Instagram or whatever, or even Twitch, here you can find me there. If you would like to find me over on Blue Sky, it is Voice of Jaca, Jaca, that you can find me over at See Like Inane Little Ramblings. I'm not crazy. Thank you very much. Don't give me that look, Abigail. You can also, if you would like to, go to the Tales of Agius channel. If you'd like to see me in the DM's chair, where you can find one of our little long shots of Hero U, and maybe I'll be back at the chair sometime soon on this channel. I don't know. You can also find me here, starting every Wednesday, pretty soon, playing either Harlan McCown or little Veldren Feelify here on Tales of Agius.
All right. Next up, we'll go to Abigail.
Hi, I'm Abigail the Nerd on all the things, all the socials, even TikTok. We'll see what happens with that, but if it ever comes back, then I'll be there day one, so don't you worry. It's not goodbye, it's see you later. And you can find me over under the same username, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, Blue Sky. Mainly, Blue Sky is probably going to be mainly where I'm at for now. And then you can find me here on the other Wednesdays playing Lunara over on New Rollis. Once we get back into that within a month or so. And that's all I'm allowed to talk about right now. There are many things that we'll be releasing throughout the year that I can't talk about.
Exciting. All right. And next up, we have Hans.
Hello, I'm Hans. You can find me across all social media at HansKate. Alternating Wednesdays, you can find me here on Tales of Agius. You can also find me opposite Wednesdays over on New Age Geeks for Queer and Present Danger. Beyond that, in February, you can find me here at Con of the North in Minnesota. Come find me. I'll be DMing in the DDL room as well as jamming some Cthulhu. And what else is exciting? Oh, Crit Awards. You'll start seeing some more of our stuff going on for Crit Awards coming out here. We recently just did a poll for what people wanted this year's theme to be, and it's looking like fae creatures. So I'm very excited. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that across social media. I'll be sharing more of our Crit Award stuff as it gets going. So that's me for right now.
Incredible. And as we do not have a jet today, we go straight on to Tom.
Hello, everyone. I'm that one Warlock. I make the saddest characters you've ever seen on the internet and make strong narrative choices with those characters. You can find me across all the social medias at. Oh God. Oh, excuse me. I'm
bless
so
you.
sorry.
Tom!
I'm so sorry. I drink a lot of carbonated beverages during
You're
the stream.
so good. You're so good.
Oh,
Keep
fuck.
going.
Oh no. Oh fuck me running. You can find me at that one Warlock on all the social medias and jumping into my own grave tonight. Jesus fuck.
Oh man. And
But,
then hi.
we might
yes.
not have them today, but go follow Cospingu on
Yes.
all the
Yes.
things.
Oh,
We love Jesper. We love them
we
so
loved
much.
him. We
If you
loved him
don't,
very
I'll be in
much.
your walls.
Whoa. In
I'll
the
be on your
walls?
ceiling.
Do you promise?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Calm down, everyone. We're still on stream. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm B. I am the DM of this game. You can find me at beadoesdnd on all the socials. TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, those places. YouTube Shorts, kind of, I guess. That place is a cesspit. But yeah, you can find me here on every other Wednesday DMing Tales of Agius, where crazy wild shit happens that I didn't plan for, but you know, it is what it is. Stop it. I see him. Put him away. Put him away. No, you too, Tom. Put him away. Put him away. Stop it. Swear to God. Strahd can stay. Strahd can stay. No kisses for Strahd. Anyway, you can find me every other Wednesday. Returning very, very soon in New Rollist, playing Ajax, the tiefling fighter. He is an Echo Knight. He is my favorite boy. I love him very much. That will be turning very, very soon. We're very excited for the return of New Rollist. It's been a long time coming. We're very excited to finally get back into things. You can find me tomorrow over on twitch.tv/Madaloon for the part 1 finale of Dungeons and Demigods, our Percy Jackson D&D campaign. Going into this session, we are about to fight Typhon. We are level 20. We are gods. Rhiannon is making incredible, wonderful art that you will be able to see, updated art of our level 20 god forms. It's very exciting. We're all very excited about it. Please come check it out. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to be playing Ash, which is my wonderful child of Nemesis. Finally returning after they've been AFK for a bit because they've gone and joined the bad guys. But it's okay because they're a good guy now. It's fine. It's fine. They were never really evil. They were doing that thing where they were trying to fix things from the inside. Anyway, but yeah, that's where you can find me currently. But there will be some new stuff coming to this channel very, very soon in the coming months that I may be jamming. Like I said at the beginning of the game, if you like stars, there may be some fun games coming your way that you might like across a couple of different systems. But hey, that's me. That's all of us. We're very excited. Thank you for being here. And we will see you all in 2 weeks' time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.